Good morning, everyone. This is a really cool loading screen. I really like that this game has the dynamic loading screen that changes based on what you did in the game. Because it's really cool to help you like remember like what you did last if you haven't played in a while, honestly. Hi, Jelly. Good morning. So we're back. I recently finished up the last 2 cryptids that we were working on. And then I stopped. We did a bunch of side stuff, and then we did a little bit of main story. So we're gonna pick it right back up where we left off, and see where we go from there. So last thing I did we're going to the cathedral now to investigate these flower that we found that brought these cryptids into being. Because now we have and then there's one place I need to go in like 2 days. I think it was the church. So give me a moment here, I gotta get back in the swing of things. Oh yeah, we're still working on these. I think I did all the opponents. Did I play Maribel yet? Let's play Maribel. This game is addicting. Hiya! I win. Too slow, Maribel. Okay. Good warm up. Let's go. No one can beat me at Pom Pom Party. Ah. Let's go to the church. Oh, cutscene. Yes, yes. There's a couple very hot nuns. Evening really crept up on us today. There's still a lot of information to gather, but I'd like to submit a written report by the end of the night. That'd be for the best. I just hope we can track down more leads here. Reese and Sister Marble may have the leads we're looking for. Where should we begin? Let's head into Sunday school classroom first. Good evening, SSS. Oh, it's called Lewis. Oh, hi, Mr. Grimwood. Good evening to you, too. I've heard a lot about the very busy lately. Really? How is it? Well, actually, I just asked the mayor to assist in drafting Crossbell's new constitution on the independent nation. A constitution, as in separate way of our autonomous state bylaws? Nations are founded on constitutions that give a basic outline that justifies the state existence. The established principles and organization by which the state will be governed. This includes the right of sovereignty free from outside interference. If Crossbill is to become independent, depending on the new constitution will be indispensable part of that process. Not gonna lie, some of that one went over my head, right over my head. Okay, most of it. Hardly surprising. This is why someone like Mr. Grimwood was called in. Haha, the mayor approached me very enthusiastically. I could turn him down in a good faith. And to be perfectly honest, I support his proposal on the personal level. It'll be difficult to make into reality, but I'd like to help out any way I can. I hadn't realized you felt so strongly. Does this mean you're turning to a goddess for a little bit of stress relief? Something like that. It's an impasse in my work, so I thought coming to offer a prayer would be a nice change of pace. Good man knows he should pray to the goddess when he's down on his luck. Haha, won't deny having to bend knee a few times at Barca. Ignore him. We wish you luck with your work, Mr. Grimwood. Feelings mutual, my friends. Speaking of work, it's getting late. Are you here on duty? Yeah, we are. We just have a few quick questions to ask the cathedral. Dauntless as ever, I see. I suppose we'll have a lot on our plates. Don't forget, if there's anything you need, you can come to my office. My doors are always open to you. Thanks for your help, Mr. Grimwood. Be careful on your way home. Later, Gold Lewis. It's keeping busy. Hardly surprising. Drafting a constitution must be a ridiculous stressful. Crossbell's future could hinge on the words he's writing. The Empire and the Republic look forward to anything to declare it invalid. Yikes. Putting it that way, our work is a walk in the park. On that note, shouldn't we be making our way to the classroom? Point taken, let's go. Looks like the senior class session is at the moment. Yes, but he is not attending today. Can I help you? Archbishop Oralda, good evening. If I remember correctly, you're the kids from Crossbell Police. Are you here to see Sister Marble? We are. We wanted to consult her about a plant we found today. A plant, you say? Could it be a medical herb? No, not exactly. We think it might be referenced in the Testaments. Is that so? Very well. You can consult me about it instead. Believe it or not, I'm rather knowledgeable about this area's medical herbs and plants. Oh, that's right. You helped us with the lupinus grass request earlier this year. I may be able to help if you'd like. If you wish to speak with me about this, you can come to my office. I want to talk to the nuns, though. Well, to the point always. He did offer. Why not take him up on it? Uh-oh. Wazy's not happy. Excuse us. It's a special sports section again. We're here to take you up on your offer. Please, come in. Very well. Tell me about it. This supposed plant that connected to the Testaments. Well, it hardly confirms anything. I think we should start at the beginning. Strange monsters that are affecting space and time. Yes, and they're different from the ones that appeared in Stargazer's Tower and the Moon Temple before. That's right, didn't she? I believe Noelle consulted with the church after our joint investigation months ago. These flowers, do you happen to have them with you right now? Yeah, we do. They're not glowing right now when we picked them, but here. These are. Your reaction, do you... We were right. Do you know what they are? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to tell you I have no idea what they are. What? What? Lying sack of crap. What? The hell? Stop holding that on us. Your reaction just now says otherwise. I told you I don't know. I apologize for wasting your time asking you to my office, but please leave now. Think what you may, but I'm a busy man. You've got to be kidding. And don't even think of asking Sister Marble either. She may be a knowledgeable woman, but if I do not know what these flowers are, then I doubt she does. And if she did know what they were, then in itself would present a problem. Wait, wouldn't that mean that you do know what they are? No, My previous answer still stands. You could send the CGF Commander Bells to my door and my answer wouldn't change. We should go, Lloyd. I don't think we're going to get any more out of him. You're right. We'll be leaving now, Archbishop. Try not to hold this against me. What was his problem? Old guy flipped the script on us that didn't help us at all. Randy. He did not have reservations about kicking us out either. If I didn't know better, I would say he's hiding something from us. It could be something taboo to talk about within the church itself, in which case, maybe Sister Marble really couldn't help us. But doesn't all this talk of secrecy just make you want to know much more? I guess we could always try reading the testaments from the front to back ourselves. If we had to, but who knows how long that would take. I studied them before, of course, but I don't know which verse would be consulting. I doubt you'll find the details you're hoping to find in common testaments. Huh? Here she is, Jolly. What would that be? Reese? Shh, keep your voices down. Try not to arouse suspicion as you leave the cathedral. Come, meet me at the front of the parsonage. What should we do? Well, Reese is tied to the Grails Ritter. I think she's our best bet. Let's go hear what she has to say. I agree. This should be fine. Follow me, please. I'd prefer if the others didn't see us. Right. Pardon us. I've never been in here. Afterward, Lloyd and the others were shown to Reese's room. They then outlined what they knew about the blue flowers and the conversation they had with Archbishop Geraldo. Now I understand. It doesn't surprise me that the Archbishop would refuse to talk about it. What? You know something about it, Reese? Yes, that particular flower. I believe it's someone written about in the church testaments. Or rather, I would say it's unofficial testaments, the Apocrypha. Apocrypha? By unofficial, you mean they're testaments not recognized by the Septian Church. Yes, that's correct. Even outside the church itself, not many are allowed to even ever read such things. However, an exception is granted to the Grails Ritter. Who may read the Apocrypha. It's necessary due to how many artifacts are outlined within the pages of those testaments. Now I get it. Are you saying this blue flower is also written about in the Apocrypha? Yes, a particular blue flower is mentioned in the Book of Ladder. It blooms in locations above septium veins and is said to be an omen of things to come, both good and bad. Its name is Ploroma grass. That's what they make, whatchamacallit out of. Gnosis. Gnosis is made out of Palermo grass. That name. Isn't that... It's the one written in the cult records, the main ingredient used in Gnosis. It is. Damn it. So it's coming full circle. So that's how they were doing it. Many of the mysteries left behind in the cult are still perplexing the church as well. There's also Archbishop Geraldo to contend with. Investigating the traces left behind by Joachim Gunter has not been easy. Wait, there's something I still don't understand. If the flower is the key ingredient to what was used in Gnosis, what does it blooming in multiple places in Crossbell right now mean? That's a good question. It also worries me that it corresponds with the appearance of the cryptids. A flower that blooms atop septium veins, not to mention one known simultaneously as good and bad omen. Yeah, I ain't liking how the pieces are falling into place. Regardless of what it means, I know this is something we can't handle by ourselves. Let's return to the SSS building for now and give the chief our report. Would you mind if we relayed what you told us to the guild at CGF, Reese? Well, I suppose not, but please, do not mention me by name. Heh. Try to avoid that watchful eye of the Archbishop, I see. Naturally. Why would we wouldn't do anything to compromise you, Reese. Then I have no objections. I'll forward what we discussed here to the Grails Ritter and begin my own investigation. Would you be willing to exchange information with me if either of us makes progress? That'd be no problem at all. Thank you for your help. Okay, so... Ancient flower. Lloyd and the others then returned to the SSS building. They quickly put together a report on the cryptids and the Palermo grass they discovered. The report was sent to the CGF and Bracer Guild via the Orbital Network. After enjoying a late dinner with the Sheaf and Kia, they succumbed to exhaustion of the day and went back to their rooms for a good night's sleep. Damn, this is good. I never felt better. Whew. With this, I'll crush him. I'll crush him until there's nothing left. It's you, eh? Yeah. No worries. I can go anytime you want. Uh-oh. No, Wald. But we'll handle things my way, got it? I see. Those flowers were the main ingredient for the drug, eh? Then the department is going to overlook them growing across the state. I was hoping we could continue our investigation alongside the guild. Was there something else you wanted us to do? Yeah, I think it'd be best if I let the other divisions handle this. The referendum is getting closer, and there's bound to be a lot of unrest in the city. Put your focus there. Do what you can to quell their anxieties before things get out of hand. That's very true. So basically, crisis management. In that case, what do we do regarding today's plan? We already finished our part on the cryptid search yesterday. If we got the time, we could always go help the Bracers anyway. Is something wrong? Got something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking. Why don't we pay the Rosenberg studio a visit? Oh? You said the Meister has ties to the society. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We're not in the position to search the studio without a warrant, of course. But if you recall, the old man living there told us something we were there last. However, I have nothing to say to you. You may visit me again when you have a reason to. I will at least hear what you have to say, if only out of respect for Ren. It may be worth visiting him. Could be risky, however. Right. I'd like to understand that mysterious boy's objectives, though. He may be taking shelter at that studio. Agreed. We'll have to consider the circumstances. There's no telling what major powers might do at the moment's notice. We can't leave the shady criminal organization to its own devices any longer. There's that too. Should we make the studio our priority? Yeah. Let's get a feel for the situation. Considering the circumstances, we may have to get a search warrant. Maybe. Let's head on out. Wait a second. Does that mean you're going to leave for work? Yeah, that was the plan. Aren't you going to the library today, Kia? Yeah, I want to find a book written on Braille for Shizuku. I'll buy groceries on the way home, so is there anything you want for dinner? Shopping for groceries? Will you be fine on your own, Kia? She's been handling all the cooking lately. Uh-huh. I always buy groceries from Momo's dad and Oscar. The lady at the general store in Times is also my friend. Wow, really? Why the surprise? This is keto we're talking about. In that case, it has gotten chilly, so hot pot sounded good right about now. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Hot pot is the best after a long day of work. Hot pot? So it's gotta be Eastern style, right? Can you handle that, Kia? I think I'll manage. I want to make the broth authentic, so I'll go to the stalls on East Street. You're going all out for this, huh? I'm even more excited to come home now. Thank you, Kia. We'll try our hardest to make it back on time. Okay. Oh, that's nice. More work! Dangerous monster, Nepenthenus G, has been sighted on West Crossbell Highway. Situation in the village has changed since you were there yesterday. We're once again requesting investigate the merchant from yesterday. Okay, so now we're going... Now we're gonna find out more about that. We're recruiting people that want to help everyone's favorite mascot, Mishi. We'll need your help to fulfill children's dreams. We eagerly await you at Michelin Wonderland. You need to ride the cruise ship to get here. We mixed up the addresses for some packages by mistake that were delivered to the wrong places. We need some help getting them back to where they should be. Come to Crossbelt Airport for more details. Okay, so we've got... a monster. I got promoted. Okay, so we got a monster. This isn't ready yet because it said 2 days, so it's only been 1 day. Merchant, theme park, and missed deliveries. So we'll stop by the airport first. Looks like we have a few new ones. What's the plan? We should probably work our way through them when we're done at the doll studio. After we're done at the doll studio. I disagree. I don't know what's going to happen once we get there. I think we should take care of the assuming requests as we can first. You're right. The visit can end with us conducting a search for all we know. Okay, let's make our way up the mountain path to the doll studio after we take care of these requests. And we'd better do the Michelin Wonderland request too. Yes, Tia, we will do the Michelin Wonderland request. Anyway, Cat likes the food. Yeah. Try a gladiator. Nyan yan! Bunyan! Impede 1. Is this for me? Thanks, Coop. We'll be happy to use it. Any decorations? I do. A nice mirror. While the SSS building, one of the others decided to take a break from their duties. They each retired to their own rooms while they took a rest to go over their respective reports. I think that about does it. You have a minute, Noel. What? Come on in. Is it time to move out? No, nothing like that. We didn't get any new orders or anything. The others are still lounging around, so don't feel so rushed. Oh, were you writing a report? Oh yeah, one of my duties is part of my temporary transfer. I had to send Commander Bells a report every week. Oh, I see. Well, keep up the good work. Oh, hey. You added some interesting decorations, haven't you? A bike? And what's this? Racing flags? Oh, you know what they are? Yeah. Well, I did live in Calvert for 2 years. Now that I think about it, I saw plenty more bicycles there than I do here. As for the flags, they have orbital car races over there too, right? Yeah, exactly. Actually, my late dad was especially fond of these. Back when I was young, he took me on a trip to see a race. He was always so busy with the CGF, so I only ever went once. Understandable. So is this the reason why you love cars so much? Huh, obviously, huh? Next time I get some time off, I'd love to watch another race. Not that I ever have free time, though. Likewise, though I get the sense she'd prefer to be behind the wheel rather than watching. Anyway, setting racing aside, if you have any good recommendations for a bicycle, could you let me know? Hold on a minute here. There we go. I'm way high up. I was like, what the heck am I doing? I'm rising to the occasion. There we go. Huh? Back when I lived in Calvert, I had a friend who rode bikes, so it got me a little bit interested. I was thinking we could go for a ride on one of our off days. What do you say? Yeah, it sounds great. They're super useful in transportation, exercise, and most importantly, fun. I'll bring you a catalog from my house next time. Ah, thanks, I'd appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. Wow, is this for me? Thank you so much, Lloyd. You're very welcome. Yep, this looks good. Okay, decorations out of the way. To the airport. What are you doing by my car? Oh, what's up, guys? Huh, you scared me. I thought Momo found me. Rio, this is part of the SSS building. You can't use this as a hiding spot. Aw, come on. Stop being a narc. Do your little pad Ryu a solid and don't mention where I'm hiding. Get off my lawn! Jesus. I'm broke. I spent it all on the car. I got e-coloring. And let me guess, tea color. Oh my gosh. And I guess this is brandy coloring and yeah, no. I can't do that. I'll stick with the charm coloring. It's cute. It's very cute. But no. That's not the airport. Aha! Oh, that looks like the Bobcat. It is the Bobcat. Excuse me. Are you with the Kapua delivery service? I am. Who are you guys? We're at the Crossbell Special Support section. We came to speak to you about the special support you submitted. Ah, so it's you. Thanks a bunch. I'm in a real bind here. Job's going to take a while to complete. Are you ready to start now? You can count on us. The request is about some misdelivered packages, right? That's correct. Our company delivers parcels and places them all over the continent. Unfortunately, we made an error while we were here in Crossbell. Several packages were listed incorrect addresses by our staff and ended up in the wrong locations. That wouldn't be a problem. How does such a mistake happen on multiple packages? Well, our president's a bit of a scatterbrain. This isn't the first time something like this happened either. One time, he mixed up a delivery slip with a friend's letter. Your president sounds pretty clumsy. I won't deny it, but he's a good man. When we had nowhere to go, he took us in with open arms. Sorry, we got off topic. To sum it up, I need you to redeliver the packages that ended up in the wrong addresses. We usually have the local shipping company take care of the deliveries here, so I have no idea where I was going. Simple enough. Do you know where all the misdelivered packages are? Oh yes, according to the list we have here, a parcel bound for St. Ursula ended up in Main Stairs Eagle Inn, and there was also a package going to a private home in the residential district that was sent to St. Ursula Hospital. Please go to each of those places, reclaim the misdelivered package, and deliver them to the intended one. Also, you're going to need these. This is the package that was supposed to be delivered to Zare's Eagle, and the delivery slip was supposed to be attached to the package that was delivered to St. Ursula. That's right. So first off, deliver a small parcel to Zare's Eagle Inn. Then the package there should go to St. Ursula Hospital, which means you'll have to take this one too. And, you know, the more I try to sort this out in my head, the more confused it gets. So basically, we just need to go exchange and redeliver packages in order. Yeah, do that. Sorry. I know this is a mess, but I'm counting on your help. Don't worry. I think we can handle it. Let's start by going to Zare's Eagle Inn first. This is going to be a pain in the ass, ain't it? Okay. So we gotta go... Well, I'll go pick up the other request real quick. I don't think I need to leave immediately. I never really thought the Palermo grass in your report was linked to the testaments. I had Scott and Lynn confirm the intel just for it to be extra careful. From the looks of it, those nasty cryptids pop up wherever those flowers bloom. It is unconfirmed whether or not they are not the root cause. However, looking at things analytically, there are a correlation between the two. Mind if I ask how the bracer side of investigation is going, Mitchell? Our teams took out 2 of 3 of the cryptids we were assigned to yesterday. After they take down the last one today, the plan is for the team to investigate the areas all 5 appeared in. Even the 2 we exterminated, I see. Who's to say they won't return, though? Hope you guys and gals are careful. They can handle themselves. We'll get in contact with the CPD if there's extra investigations yield anything, so don't worry about a thing. Good to know. Michelin Wonderland and Suspicious Merchant. We could do the Suspicious Merchant part real quick. Pardon us, it's the special support section. Hello again, SSS. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, I'm glad you've come. Could you tell us what happened since yesterday, Chief Tolda? I understand there have been new developments in the case. Yes, that's correct. I fear the situation is more dire than we originally thought. I'd like to discuss with you all in depth as soon as possible. Is that alright? Right now is fine. Please fill us in on the details. You said there were new developments? Indeed. We went to the Ash Tree Inn to attempt to persuade Derek once again. I told him that he needs to break ties with Minith because he's far too suspicious. So he cut straight to the point. Right, but he still refused. In fact, I learned something new. I hurried here to discuss the matter with Mr. Haywood. Something new. Were you able to ascertain Minith's plan? What Chief told me caught me off guard, to be honest. Minith's grip on the village is far tighter than we had imagined. What do you mean by that? From what we learned yesterday, several villagers did already trust him. Is it more than that? Well, Minith has not only secured the private property on Old America Road, but the deed to every last plot of land in the village itself. Uh-oh. What? As shocking as that is, one question comes to mind. How was he able to snatch something so important? A good question. From what we know, he's planning on something that calls for expanding the village's lotus fields. The more plots of land he collects from the villagers, the more he can expand the lotus fields and increase the harvest. The Quincy Company taking over the management of the fields themselves would also reduce the required labor. That does line up with what we heard yesterday. It sounded like a good thing for the village, but we didn't realize what its sacrifice it would be. Yeah, it's all too good to be true. If Minith has his hands on those land titles, he could abuse them in any way he wanted. A man could not be trusted. If he is to stop by our private if he had stopped with our private puppery, then even the worst case scenario wouldn't have caused too much damage. Now that he's using every plot of land, the results can be catastrophic. You guys might be shit out of luck when it comes to breaking that contract, though. Here's where you come in. If you can expose him, then perhaps the contract will be null and void. I know of nothing criminal has transpired here on the surface, but can we ask that you look into this? Well, the SSS has always been a little different as far as the CPD protocol is concerned. Our job is to give citizens support when they request it. You've given enough reason to see Minith as suspicious, so we're willing to help. Thank you, Detective Bannings. You all have been like a guardian angels for our village. Where should we begin the investigation? I'm a bit of a loss myself. Exactly. It's not as though there's smoking orbital gun. True. In that case, why not ask Ian for his assistance? Do you mean Mr. Grimwood? Yes, granted we're only working off suspicion of Minith at the moment. But if you explain the situation to Ian, you may be able to point you to the evidence you're looking for. That sounds like a good idea. But if we can produce even a shred of evidence against Minith, then it'll act as a good starting point for our investigation. On the other hand, Ian has been incredibly busy ever since the mayor advocated for independence. There's no guarantee he'll have the time to see you. Only one way to find out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, let's go pay him a visit. We'll leave it to you then. I'll see if my business associates know any rumors regarding the Quincy Company or Minith. We'd appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. You're the only ones I can count on. I feel pathetic not being able to do anything. Don't worry, Chief Tilda. We'll handle it from here. Just sit tight and relax. Maybe pray to the goddess for good luck while you're at it. Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Oh, Lord. Mr. Grimwood seems terribly busy. He's been making a lot of trips in and out of his office. Mr. Grimwood, what a relief. You were in your office. Ah, yes. I was just in the middle of taking a break. Y'all seem desperate in need of consultation. Isn't it that obvious? I've seen the looks on your faces come through my door countless times. Please, take a seat. I may be busy, but I'm gladly listen to you. Our apologies, and thank you. Letting the others explain what they learned about the Minith in the last 24 hours along with what he'd done. They also mentioned that Minith had been collecting deeds to America Village plots of land. I see. This is quite the predicament the village finds itself in. A case like this one would typically take top priority for me. But as you know, I've been busy this week drafting the preliminary constitution for the mayor. I apologize that I don't have time to take over this case personally. That is unfortunate. We suspected that that would be the case, but a simple consultation would be still helpful. Very well. I'll give you any advice I can while you're here. We appreciate it, Mr. Grimwood. So, do you have any insight on this? There's no evidence of Minith doing anything criminal at this point, at least as far as we could tell. Is there something we're missing? I do have one idea. You already figured something out? Perhaps. An Erebonian friend gave me some reference material that had a very similar case, though I can't say for the circumstances are exact match. We're looking at any lead that can help with the investigation. If you think there's any similarity, we'd be happy to hear it. Very well, if you insist. I recall it if best I can. Several years ago, a man visited an Erebonian baron's estate. A man went by the name of Rittner. He introduced himself as a professional businessman working for a famous brewing company. Rittner presented the baron with an opportunity to become rich beyond his wildest dreams, quickly at that. He wanted to use the baron's barley fields that had been passed down to the family for generations to expand the brewing company. They would construct a brewery on the baron's land, and his family would be responsible for managing the brewery. That was the idea. That sounds a lot like every story is awfully similar to what's happened in America. The baron accepted the deal and signed the Ritter's contract. Then, under the guise of constructing the brewery, the fields and portion of the baron's land were temporarily transferred to Rittner. Additionally, the baron converted his assets into capital for the sake of getting the business off the ground. However, Rittner disappeared with both the deeds and his land in that capital. The hell? The Baron's family were in a panic after having suddenly lost contact with Rittner. At that time, the Baron had hardly any idea of the events that were about to unfold. Ultimately, they learned Rittner had sold the deeds to a third party. The Baron's land was to become a suburb. In the end, the Baron's family racked up a substantial debt. Before long, they had lost their entire territory. With that, the family was stripped of their rank and they disappeared. Damn, that's one hell of a story. That man conned them into giving up their property and then sold it right under their noses. That's terrible. Who would do such a thing? Your investigation immediately reminded me of that case. Lie to earn their trust and then run off with the large fortune. This is a common method for committing fraud. Fraud? If that's the case the same, then Minith may not be a Quincy Company employee at all. He would simply be a common man trying to swindle America for all that they were worth. Precisely. I can't say that this is the case, though I'm worried about it maybe. I agree. There are too many similarities between your story and this case we're investigating. We need to shift our focus to this being the potential fraud case. Meaning, we'll have more leads on kinds of things we should be looking into. Yeah, there are two things that are highly suspicious about Minith. First, the promises of his plan. We need to find out what he's done, if anything, to establish America Honey Company or not. We'd probably figure that out by following the trail of Mira. You'd have to get a bank loan to start a business in Crossbell. If it's a sham, then the evidence we may need may be at the IBC. The other main thing is whether Minith is an employee of the Quincy Company. The Quincy Company's headquarters aren't in Crossbell, so that'll be a little tougher to figure out. Regarding that, I may be able to help. We should try visiting grandfather's home. Why the McDowell estate? There should be a brochure about the Quincy Company in my bedroom. It outlines how the company works. They may be able to find some useful information on it. What? Something like that doing in your old crib, Mademoiselle? Because I enjoy making sweets, okay? I used to be interested in the Quincy Company, so I ordered one of their brochures. It should be on the shelf in my room. Then again, I doubt a simple brochure would have the kind of information we need. I wouldn't discount the possibility so easily. It's officially Quincy Company material, so you may find something contradictory to what Minith said. It never hurts to cover your bases. I agree. Let's make it a point to drop by the McDowell estate, too. Thank you for your invaluable service, Mr. Quinlan. Our investigation finally has leads thanks to you. I'm glad I was able to be some of use. You said you were using the Hayworth residence as a base of operations, yes? Yeah, we are. If I have time, I'll help with this case as much as I'm able to. Unfortunately, given the other tasks on my plate, I cannot make any promises. We understand. You already helped us immensely. It's nice having a professional in the neighborhood we can lean on. Haha, I'll do what I can and drop by later. So best of luck on your investigation until then. Sounds good. Thanks again. Okay, are y'all ready to get back out there? We need to go look into America Honey Company and Minith's plan at the IBC for one. It should also be a good idea to swing by the McDowell estate for the brochure Ellie mentioned. We may have something that contradicts Minith. There are two objectives for our investigation. Roger, we'll find that evidence no matter what it takes. Interesting. So it's a huge fraud scandal. That's it, the word I'm looking for, scandal. Which one was Ellie's room? Aha. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This is the Quincy Company brochure I mentioned earlier. Woo, that thing's even bound. Though, put a ton of effort into it, that's for sure. Considering the size of the company, they have the ability to do so. We can likely trust anything written inside. Well, at least it's worth coming here for then. Alright, let's take a closer look at what's inside. As leading company of the confectionery industry, the Quincy Company is tirelessly innovating the world of confectionaries. This brochure aims to provide a brief introduction of our passion and our hard work. We believe the foremost aspect of any confectionery is its taste. For the treat isn't tasty, why would anyone enjoy it? On this principle, the Quincy Company refuses to compromise on the quality of their products. Our factories are equipped with the latest equipment, and naturally, we pay the utmost attention to hygiene. At the Quincy Company, we're particular about the quality of our ingredients and where they are sourced. Our standards for product development are also strict. The executive samples development products and, after many planning meetings, judge whether they are worthy of being brought to market. Only then will they go to the production line. This has been a tradition of the Quincy Company since its founding, so that we may deliver our customers only the best confectionaries to enjoy. This tradition and commitment to excellence that has made the Quincy Company the confectionery maker that we are today. I'm not sure what we were expecting. That reads like a typical corporate talk. Is there anything in there that contradicts what Min said before? Maybe coming here for the brochure was a waste of time after all. No, I did notice something. You did? Oh, I know what's going on. You're in detective mode again, aren't you? Well, don't leave us hanging. What was it? On the surface, everything Minute told us at the hotel yesterday was fairly acceptable, and nothing would arouse suspicion. But according to this brochure, there is one major contradiction. What more is that it's enough to prove that he isn't an employee by the Quincy Company. You came to a conclusion that big from just this one little brochure? That I did. Get a load of this. Sorry to cut you off, but I hate spoilers. What are you talking about? To be honest, it's annoying that you're the only one who figured it out. Why don't we save that question and save it for when we question Minute? Wazy, this is an investigation, not a game. I agree with Wazy, actually. Your deduction may not be accurate after all. It would be better if the team was not prejudiced by the opinion as a precaution. Not to mention, I do not enjoy you stealing the spotlight as you enter detective mode, as Randy says it. Why do I get the feeling that second comment was the real reason she doesn't want me to share? Okay, if you two insist, instead, I want you all to consider everything we know thus far. I'll summarize the main points of the brochure in the detective notebook. All that's left is to visit IBC. Let's see what our investigation there gets us. Lead the way. Lloyd, stop being a detective. Haha, I doubt anyone's good as you can come when it comes to driving, Reggie. That's why I always want you to handle it. Heh. You really think I'm great? Alright, I'll do it. Race me. Oh, I forgot to put that in Randy's room. Hold on, I gotta go put this jukebox in Randy's room. Oh, we're getting the boot. We appreciate the visit, Special Support Station. However, we regret to inform you that everyone is busy with duress rehearsal. That makes sense. The show is only a couple days away. Man, I'd love to sneak a peek right now, but they probably wouldn't be cool with us. Correct. We should leave before we are too much of a distraction. Our apologies for coming by unannounced. The boot! Bum bum ba bum. Ba ba bum bum. Not too shabby. Oh, Randy Bond episode. Hey Randy, can I come in? Yeah, go for it. What's up? Time to roll out? No, nothing like that. We've been given a new request or anything. Have you been drinking? Nah, I wouldn't dare. Okay, let's head on out. Seriously? I give him a hard time, but I know Randy is responsible when it comes to this sort of thing. He probably would be fine. Oh, by the way, I feel like you got much more stuff in your room now. Is that a surfboard? Yep. You usually see them on the coast. It's possible to catch some waves on Lake Elm, though. Wanna give it a shot sometime? Lake surfing ain't too bad. Huh? I didn't know you were into that sort of thing, Randy. And that's, what are those things called again? I think I saw one in a magazine once. That, my friend, is a jukebox. You can plop in a 10 mirror coin and play whatever music you want. You usually find these bad boys in bars and dives. That is pretty nice. Almost makes you feel nostalgic in a way. Huh, yeah. I haven't really seen them anywhere around Crossbell, though. They're pretty popular in the hole-in-the-wall bars. There's no live music or anything like that. Yeah. Were there jukeboxes in the bars you used to visit? Pretty much. Randy? It's nothing. Say, anyway, are we heading out or what? Mademoiselle and the others are probably waiting for us. Yeah, let's go. Randy's is done. Lloyd's is done. Noel's is done. Wazy's is done? Yeah, Wazy's is done. So I just need a decoration. I'm missing one Tio decoration. What am I missing? Probably something Mishy related. You know, I haven't gone here since we started playing. See what they got for sale. Why are there kids in here? Hey, Jingo, can you play today? Or give us some stuff. That's good too. What's up, guys? Got any mirror on you? I did. I spent it all on yesterday. We ate lots of meat. Didn't even know the value of mirror. Oh, okay, Jingo. I see what you're doing here. These are amazing! I need a fish. Wow, that's really good. I want these. Dragon Vision? Oh, they're sent. Whoa! Well, dang. Oh, there's Kia's last decoration. I need bitter burger. Can I even make a bitter burger? Prankster, right? Prankster. Ah, dang it. I want to go get that. I gotta go buy cheese. Invigorate. Can I not sell cheese here? Sharp cheese. I know I just sell cheese. Cheese. Fresh picked leaf, mild flour, and acerbic tomato. Ba-na-na-na. Tomato. Why are the tomatoes so I don't need 97. There's one. I need 2 more. No, don't make a light burger. Don't make cat food either. Come on, Wazy. I need more cheese. One more. There we go. I did it. Thank you. SSS is pinching pennies right now. I'm pretty sure I have a plush that would make Kia happy. I think I'll give it to her as a gift. Wow, is this for me? Thanks so much, Lloyd. You're very welcome. Yep, this looks good. Okay. So we need one for Tio, probably one more for Kia. I haven't bought the Chief anything, but he doesn't really want anything. Alright, let's go to the bank, because I gotta go exchange anyway, because I am broke. Where'd all my money go? Not telling you. You know what I haven't done since I started playing? Save! There we go. Hello again, SSS. What can I do for you today? We'd like to ask the IBC Corporation for an investigation we're working on. Our cooperation with an investigation. Would it be possible for you to do an account search for us, Linfei? We're looking to investigate suspicious mirror transfers made by a certain account. Suspicious mirror transfers? Is it with the company policy is related to criminal investigation? First, would you mind telling me the details of this investigation? Not a problem. Lloyd explained the full details behind the suspected fraud case to Linfei. I understand now. Is that enough for the IBC's cooperation? Cracking down on cases like this is in the IBC's best interest too, isn't it? Fraud damages the bank's reputation. You are correct, and this is related to a legitimate criminal investigation. I can help, but I'll have to settle me for telling you what I can read on my terminal screen. That's more than enough, if you would, please. Very well. Let me find the account registered under this Minith first. Clack, 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 clack. American Honey Company, subsidiary of Quincy Company. Clack, 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 clack. I found it. There is indeed an account under that name. Wait, what's wrong? Did you find something wrong with the account? Well, I couldn't typically tell you exactly the balance on the account. However, the American Honey Company only has a bare minimum balance deposited to it. What exactly does that mean? Basically, corporate accounts require a minimum amount of capital simply to be opened. In this case, the minimum deposit is all that is in the account. From what you've told me, that would mean tens of thousands of Mira are missing. There is a construction of the factory management in the fields and more to cover. It is simply impossible for any minimum deposit to be able to cover all of it. That much is clear. There hasn't been a single change in the account despite him holding the land title and having signed several deals. It's certainly suspicious. As in, I suspect the only reason this account was made was to gain Derek's trust. And it worked. This is just the kind of evidence we needed. Thank you for all your help, Linfei. I'm glad I could be of assistance. You always know where to find me if the IBC's cooperation again. We'll never forget. Okay, we have enough material that covers as much suspicion as suspect Mill. We should return to the Hayworth residence. Got it. Money! Not super worried about the court slots. I'll get them back. So We'll get quartz. I really needed money. Here we go. There you are. So you've returned. Good to see you. Good to see you made it, Mr. Grimwood. If you have returned too, Mr. Hayworth. Yes, I just finished asking my business associates about the situation. How did things go on your end? We were able to figure out a bit thanks to Mr. Grimwood. How about it, Mr. Hayworth? Likewise. I'm not sure what to make of it, though. You went through the terrible trouble of digging up the info, though you may as well share with the rest of the class. Agreed, the information may assist with our investigation. I suppose you're right. I asked my business associates if the name Minith rang any bells. I've been informed that Minith has been researching a certain market ever since arriving in Crossbell. Which would be the price of land in various locations throughout Crossbell. The price of land? He sounds more like a real estate agent at this point. What would the Quincy Company employee need with that information? This may be the piece of the puzzle of Minith's intent. Really? Yeah, I suspected as much. I may have also discovered something useful since we last saw each other. Huh? Harold told him. Could you help me find something in my office? At your office, Ian. I don't mind, but is it important? Well, it's not good enough to prove anything, however. We can consider it insurance to nail Minith for his misdeeds. You really got something like that up your sleeve, Grizzly Grim? Possibly, but we may not make it in time. I would recommend you don't wait for us. I think you ought to get to America Village as quickly as you can. If Minith is the criminal we think he is, then his plan may have already advanced to its final stages. However, I'm confident you'll solve the case with the evidence on hand. I wish you all the best of luck. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Grimwood. We're off to America Village, guys. We'll reveal Minith's true colors and stop his deeds in his track. Right. Okay. So we'll go to America first. We'll take care of the one at Monster on the way. And then we'll head back here, do the Michelin thing, head to Mance, head to Ursula, deliver, and then head to the doll studio. That'll be our plan of attack. So let's go after I buy some groceries. There we go. That'll come into play later. Bum 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 ba bum. I know, right? They're probably like, you want 99 of what?
データ収集を開始します。えい。さて、なんだ、その程度か。
My only question is, where do we put it all?
そこです。えい。えい。
Where's the bird going? Come back! What does it do with this bird?
さあ、とっとと終わらせよう。はい。えい。
Ow. Freeze! Dead. Cleared out all their onions. Hope no one else wanted produce. I didn't buy everything. Look, you gotta stock up. It's important in RPGs. You gotta stock up. Ooh, Frogman! Take this! Deadly Heaven! Wow, he didn't die. Holy cow. Bad Frogger. Rare amphibious bipod that steals from humans and hides their no, you ain't stealing shit. Oh, that worked. Alright, if I was a rare monster, which I am not, where would I be? There's two crammed in the corner down there. I'm gonna go check that. You missed! Now you die. This poor bird. Get it! That was extreme overkill. Okay, so it's not down here. Jeez, Tio! There's a fishing spot down here, though. Oh, I gotta go around the other side. Sorry, Vibin. I like the default battle music in this game a lot. Quelling Smash. Oh, got a new ability. Ah, there we go. Time to practice my 8 lures, 1 bait style. Viking Rod. Snow crab. Throw a carp in there. Bamboo. Snow crab. Nothing. Deluxe dumpling. Got a hit. Samoon. Go again. More salmon. Okay. So what does an earthworm give me? Got a hit. Tiger rockfish. Try again. I'll try 3. Let's see what I get. This might be how I get the pearl glass. Tiger rockfish. It's 40 septith a catch though. More tiger rockfish. How about fly fishing? Aha! More tiger rockfish. Boy, RNG just says, here's the tiger rockfish. There we go. That's what I need. I need these. I need like 4 of these. Hiya! Bobbing! War! Okay, that should be enough. I need those for later. Alright, let's find this rare monster. I just realized I went east. I'm an idiot. I could have drove my car. You wanna go?
ここは通らせてもらうわ。
さてと。よ
ーし、そこ。
Ow! Stop that.
遅くなったわね。と
Ooh. Silver Thorn! Too slow.
行きます。ドライブ開始。
さてとシュシュせい。
私の番ですね。そこ。
Death Spiral! Well, that was, pretty cool.
敵集団撃破しました。
I feel even with cast, it still feels like forever to cast an art sometimes. Very well. Present me your fishing notebook. Indeed, you have caught the fish of 130 reg or higher. Now then, the conditions of our fated angler's duel. Our contest shall be a 3-round angler's duel. Whoever 3 catches sum the greater total length shall be the winner. It's time to duel! Oh, very well. I'll put you in your place. Pardon me, I'll take the lead. $101, huh? My turn then. Kasagen! Take that! I admit, you have some skills, but don't let it go to your head. There! What a wonderful sheen. Oh, only a turtle? I got you. Kasagen away! Yeah, gimme. Oh no, I was smaller. I admit, you have some skills, but won't let it get to your head. Uh-oh, I'm losing right now. By like a little bit. I need one of those huge arowanas. Don't be an arowana. Be a parichu, please. Oh, come on. RNG said, go screw yourself. God damn it. It's time to duel. An eel. I only have 3 Kasagen left. Let's try a carp. Oh, cartwheel. Woohoo, baby! I'm 30 Salg up, so I'm good right now. Oh boy! Now I'm like 50 Salg up. I can't lose. Maybe. And then she pulled out the Purichu. Hey Eric, I was wondering where you were. Oh, I won. Oh, I blew her out the park. Boom, boom, boom. Bah, eat it. What in the world? Unbelievable. I must concede my defeat. I may be a proud angler, but I know when I've lost. Please take this. Dragon Princess's medal. Thank you. Henceforth, you shall be known as Vanquisher of the Dragon Princess, per the Imperial Fishing Club rules. However, don't get too full of yourself because of this. No matter how powerful you may look, you are simply no match for the Lake Lord. Compared to him, you are insignificant as a frog in the well. Or maybe a tadpole. No, or a bug. Or a water flea. Okay, I get it. I won! One down. Oh, a rock eater. That's a pretty good fishing hole. Snow crab. Piranha! Deluxe dumpling! Whoa! Whoa! That's what I call a beaut. That looks like a tiger, huh? Gave me a real charge, that's for sure. I wonder if it's rare. That's a big one! Imagine I would have caught that during the contest. Alright, I think I fished this place out. Alright, so she gave me... It's actually really good. Oh, I got the Ellie and Tio decals for the car, by the way, but I'm not going to use them. Now I make my way to America to deal with this fraudulent man. I should save after that, since I won. A pan flute is such a nice instrument. Damn it, are we too late? You six again. Special support section. We have a few questions for you, Derek Mineth. What kind of deal were you hoping to strike today? Mending in my affairs on my father's behalf again, are you? Ha, please, Derek. There's no harm in answering without questions. After all, our plan will be set into motion very soon. What's that supposed to mean? Right before you all arrived, Derek and I finished signing the required paperwork. My company will expand its operation into the lotus fields I obtained from this village. The Quincy Company will take over the management of the village fields. What? You signed away the rights to almost all of the village's agriculture. Is that really what you want, Derek? What do you mean? Nothing is changing, it's just transferring management to the fields to him. Yes, of course, it's really is simple. With my company harvesting the honey, we'll be able to streamline the production of our candy. A temporary transfer of lands right to my company is a necessary first step that will smooth the process. Tch, what a crafty bastard. This plan has reached its final phase, which means... Well then, Derek, I'll be delivering this contract to my main office. Looking forward to getting good news tomorrow. Sounds good, I'll be waiting. Lloyd, we can't let him get away. Mineth, before you go, we have a few more questions. Oh? And what might those be? Are you aware of the allegations levied against you? The primary allegation, of course, being suspicious of fraud. What? That's absurd. How dare you insult Mineth like that? Now, Derek, please calm down. Mineth. The special support section, was it? What could you possibly make you suspect me of I'm sort of criminal? Surely you have some kind of proof in your claim, don't you? That we do. Interesting. Why don't you tell me about it? But first, let me remind you that I am an Imperial citizen. If you try to bring me in without decisive evidence, I will do what I must to resolve this, even if you are police officers. That's fine with us. Lloyd, don't worry, Ellie. Let me handle this. From our investigation, I have no doubt Mineth is guilty. I'm going to expose Mineth and show Derek the truth. Interesting. That's how you want to play this. Then go right ahead. I'm answering anything you like. So, what's your first question? First, about your actions at Crossbell. There's a contradiction between what you say and what you've done. Can you please recount your actions for me? A contradiction. Since arriving in Crossbell, I have been cooperating with Derek on a plan. This plan will result in the formation of the American Honey Company, a subsidiary of the Quincy Company. It will specialize in producing candy made from American's high-quality honey. Combined with my company's acumen, it is a surefire success. The business already has an account in the name and is prepared for launch. Tell me, what is contradictory about that? Well, everything. This plan is more like a charade from where I'm standing. Our investigation has uncovered a key contradiction in what you just said. Isn't it obvious? Help! I think it's either this one or this one. It's the second one. The plan is underway. Why is it that one? The records we looked at IPC reveal your mistake. The plan you mentioned, in reality, hasn't actually progressed at all. Oh, the contradiction. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so I understand the answer now. The IPC, what are you talking about? Considering this, Quincy Company intended to advance its plan here in Crossbell. It would need a loan from the IBC to fund the construction and development of the subsidiary. Well, yes, of course. I registered the company with the city, created a corporate account. Well, that's as far as it went, isn't it? The account for the American Honey Company had a minimum balance required for the account to open it. While we weren't told the exact amount, I would speculate it only amounts in tens of thousands of mira. Just how are you planning to build a factory and run a business with so little starting capital? You're looking into my IBC account. That can't be true, can it, Minith? Please don't misunderstand, Derek. I never said that you're claiming is truth. I'm merely commenting on the audacity that it takes to someone so invasive. That explains why you're hardly any mira in that account. As an employee of my company, I must be careful when moving money around. As such, I cannot take out a loan on behalf of the Quincy Company. Of course I would be securing a loan from the IBC once I've received permission from the main office. Oh, well that makes perfect sense. A deft evasion. Don't cut us out yet. I can tell Minith is getting frustrated. If we continue to press him and pile on the evidence, we can get him to crack. What's with that look on your face? Do you have something more to ask? It just happens I do. You haven't cleared your name yet, Minith. You're still not satisfied. Don't let them rattle you. I will make sure to clear any of your doubts, Derek. Next, I'd like to ask about you, Minith. You say that you're employed by the Quincy Company, but is that really true? What are you talking about? Are you implying that Minith isn't associated with the Quincy Company at all? That's what our evidence points to. Goodness me, I didn't expect you to say something so outlandish. How about I show you my business card and employee ID? Those articles could be forged. Regardless, we have evidence that would supersede either of those. We found out that we found it in the Quincy Company information brochure. An informational brochure? Oh yeah, the one Mademoiselle's room. We recorded the main points in our detective notebook. The brochure comes directly from the Quincy Company's main office. There's no doubt in our accuracy. There is a clear contradiction between what you told us yesterday and the brochure's contents. What I told you? Something that would prove that it could be possible by the employee that you claim to be. His dislike of sweets. All the Quincy Company like their sweets. So that wouldn't make sense. That's what I'm going with. I think. Yeah, they taste, because it said in the brochure, they test everyone to make sure it's quality before they put it on the market. So they have to like sweets. There would be no reason for them to sell sweets and not like sweets. You told us something peculiar yesterday. I may work for the company, but I've never been one for sweets. Do you deny this fact? What does that have to do with anything, Lloyd? That's right, I don't care for sweets. Ha, what of it? Are you trying to say someone who dislikes sweets couldn't possibly work for a confectionery company? A confectionery company? No, not at all. But this one, you better believe it. What are you talking about? Who do you work for? The confectionery police department? This is what's written in the brochure. Executive sample development products, and after many planning meetings, judge whether they are worthy of being brought to market. Isn't that curious? What is that? Wait. It doesn't make any sense that someone like Millith, who doesn't like sweets, could work for a company like Quincy, not with a tradition like that. Wouldn't you agree? No. I mean, I never said I hated sweets. That's not going to work on us. You admitted to not liking them in this very conversation. How stupid do you think we are? Gah! So that raises the question. Would you lie about being an employee of the Quincy Company? It's simple. You intended to gain Derek's trust before ripping him off. There's only one deduction I can make based on the evidence. As for the confectionery wanting to make use of America's honey, the Quincy Company was just a name with weight thrown out to win Derek's trust. Minute, what is the meaning of this? You tricked me. Ah, Derek, don't allow yourself to be deceived by these scoundrels. What do you just call us? Think about it for a second. If I did come to America Village for the purpose of funding a fraudulent company named America Honey Company, if I did have an ulterior motive in deceiving my very good friend Derek, then what is it? Why would I go to such ridiculous lengths? If you can prove that, then you have no right to call me a fraud. You should arrest yourselves for slander. You are asking for it. That one's easy. Everyone here knows exactly what you're after. What? Are you sure, Lloyd? I mean, I might know, but I definitely don't want to be the one to put on the spot. Don't worry, I've got this. The person who pointed us right in the right direction today also went to retrieve the final piece of evidence that will end this. The final piece of the puzzle that will out Minute once and for all. Quit the mumbling. You have something to say, then out with it. I know the real reason you've gone to such lengths to deceive this village. Peddling knockoff orbital cars and seizing land rights. Your true objective here is obtaining the land rights of America Village itself. What? Our trader we know named Harold Hayworth gave us some information about you. Minute, immediately after arriving in Crossbell, you were looking into the state's land prices. If you were employed by the Quincy Company in search of business opportunities, this would make no sense. So why do it? I only think of one possibility. Your objective is from the start was to acquire land. That's right. It wouldn't make any sense. There's more to it. America Village is surrounded by scenic beauty, making the village itself a high-value location. Suppose the land was sold to a real estate agency to have villas built here. How much Mira do you think it would sell for? I would estimate something in the tens of millions of Mira for a land like this. That said, I don't think the villagers would ever agree to sell. Exactly. Their unwillingness to part with the land under normal circumstances is the crux of his plan. Now, assuming your motive was to obtain land rights, then your actions became clear. First, you obtained the rights to the Lotus Fields, the farmland, and any private property. Then, under the pretext of returning to your company's main office, you disappear from the Crossbell entirely. Finally, you sell the deed on the black market and collect the large sum of Mira it's all worth. That, Minute, was your plan the entire time. Ugh! Minute, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Lloyd! Is that... Thank goodness, it looks like we made it in time. Derek! Father, Mr. Hayward. Aren't you from Mr. Grimwood's office? I'm his assistant, Pete. He wouldn't come himself, but he had to get back to drafting the Constitution. Did you come with evidence? Ah, we did. Ian said this would prove to be useful insurance. I think you should see all see this. Pete produced a photograph of everyone to see. It was a man who would look like a merchant with the same face as Minute. The man in the picture is... Why? Why do you have this? Our reporter, Mr. Grimwood, knew in the Empire gave this to him a long time ago. However, the name on this photo isn't Minute, it's Rittner. Rittner, I feel like I've heard that name recently. Ah, I know. It's the name of the man who stole the land from Erebonian Baron that Mr. Grimwood told us about. Oh yeah, that dude. That's right. I asked Ian about it again and he said there's no mistake in it. Well, this is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Lloyd, why don't you do Minute the honors? Tell him what this photo could only mean. With pleasure. The reason the man before us, Minute, and the man in photo, Rittner, look the same is... they're the same person. Minute and Rittner are one and the same. That's the only way. And it's because they're the same person that their MOs are exact match. Mr. Goodwin came to the same conclusion. The man must have been a fraud down to an exact horrible science. You're a crook, Minute. You'll be charged with attempt fraud. This is, of course, a top of a fraud you previously committed in Erebonia. I can only imagine how many skeletons they're going to find in your closet when they're done with you. I would enjoy hearing all the details in the department's interrogation room. Grrr, damn you! My work was to be flawless! You damn kids! Minute! Don't get full of yourselves. You may have won this time, but I won't be captured so easily. What? Come, my lovely beast. Well, those look familiar. What? Monsters. They appear to be well trained. These cougars, don't freaking tell me. No. Derek. Chief Cholda, it's dangerous. Do you have any ideas what you've done? I know precisely what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. Don't even think for a second about trying to fight me. That is unless you value the lives of Derek and the villagers. Damn you. Now get out of my way. Ha! Fare thee well, for we shall never meet again. Derek! We can't let him escape. Chase him. I'm guessing he was the reason the Kapuas lost their fortune, right? That's what I'm tying to that. The whole deal with the Kapuas losing land to a bus. So yeah, okay, so I did understand it correctly. That's what it was related to. He managed to get it away. For now, let's regroup with Chief Tolda and the villagers report what's happening. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, was I supposed to have the car there? Would I have been able to catch him, or does that not change? I can't thank you all enough for what you've done today. There's no exaggeration to say that you saved the village from the clutches of that thief. In the end, he got away, though. Yeah, but now the department knows we'll look out for him. It's only a matter of time before he's caught. Derek, I made a grave mistake. I caused so much trouble. I was roped into his scheme and nearly cost us the village. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not the one who's guilty. No, it's all my fault, completely and entirely. I was so desperate to fix the village and ignored my father and nearly ruined everything. My reasoning behind the Kapua suspicion was because they were talking about a baron. And I remember that the Kapuas were, at one point, high royalty. Like, not royalty, but like, I believe he was a baron. And they said that they lost their land to a black market deal. I have no right to become the next village chief. That is where you're wrong. Father, I have been so overly conservative that I never tried to hear your proposals for what they were. I know the village will go under if we maintain our current course, and yet I've done nothing. It's my actions that prove you to do this, so I must bear the large share of responsibility for letting this happen. It's very admirable, Chief Tolda. Thanks to this crisis, I finally realized my mistake. The future of this village cannot hinge entirely on a single stubborn old man's ideology. Derek, we must work together from now on. We must cooperate and discuss our ideals with the villagers. That is the only way we can protect our village. You're right. I'm so sorry, Father. I will dedicate myself to the betterment of the village from here on out. I'm happy the two of you were able to reconcile. Haha, say. Maybe the most, almost losing your village to a crook worth it. Put a sock in it, Wazy. Learn how to read the room. I'm really sorry about him. I swear, we've tried everything. I owe you all an enormous debt, so allow me to thank you once more. I also owe my gratitude to Mr. Grimwood. It's a shame he couldn't be here. Don't worry, I'll pass the message along. Even if I played a minor role, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I look forward to continuing our relationship, Chief Tolda. Same to you, Harold. If you could, keep a lookout for Minute. Contact us right away if he returns. And of course, you can always request the SSS if you need any help for any reason. Hopefully, it won't be for anything relating to this ordeal ever again. We'll continue to keep you kids in mind. I like how that looped back, though. I really do. That's really cool that they, like, if you had played the previous games, you would understand a lot more about that story. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the highway now. Yeah, the Don just kind of got caught in the mess. Lord Legler praised me for my imagination the other day. A fisherman has imagined the species of fish, the fishing spot, and how they live. He said that kind of imagination is the hallmark of a good fisherman. Alright, so I took one of the duelists out. I took out the lady. She's gone. Chopped off the block. Alright, I'm gonna go get my car and go to the monster. Actually, I'll just walk. I'm gonna do the West Road monster real quick. They really know how to tie all the games together in small ways. Bang! 2200. I also met the Kapuas at the airport. Well, not the Kapuas, but the delivery services at the airport. I'm doing a submission for them right now too. I saw the Bobcat parked in the airport. I think I found the monster. Oh boy! I know what kind of fight this is gonna be. Joy. This will be tough. I cannot auto attack with no L whatsoever.
やれやれ。エニグマクロン。
それ今だわ。ええ生命女神の奇跡よ。光となり天より来てオーラレ
I have to focus on this fight, or I'm gonna die.
助かりました。よーし。あ、行きますよ。さてと。リカバーモード起動。これで大丈夫です。助かります。
僕の番か。
One down.
覚悟はいいかい。そらそら。はあ。先生。デッドリー。行くよ。
Wow, that's a bit rude.
Ah.
私の番です。リカバーモード起動。これで大丈夫です。助かります。ええ。
Oh no, Randy! No, Randy, no!
よーし。
No, 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 Randy, no. No, Randy, you don't come in. Don't come in. Is there a way to cancel that? Oh no! Oh no!
あ、行きますよ。
援護するぜ。
No!
行きます。行きます。栄養システム開放します。移送空間にアクセスです。絶対し
Oh no!
ゼロフィールド。
それ。行くよ。やれやれ。覚悟はいいか。
Talk about unlucky.
そらそら。はあ。先生。デッドリー。
今だわ。さてと。 ました。私の番です。ターゲットを捕捉しました。詳細データゲットです。
Okay, yeah, they're weak to fire. Ton of it.
行きます。あ、行きますよ。
That move significantly helps this out.
エニグマクローン。
私の番です。ドライブ開始。私の番ね。それ。
Boink, boink, boink.
それ。グラッツェ。
私の番ですね。あ、行きますよ。
Oh no, I missed.
さてと。リカバーモード起動。これで大丈夫です。
グラッツェ。
助かります。
僕の番行くよ。覚悟はいいかい？
Woo! I love putting this fight in the game.
ドリー
任せて、今だわ。聖なる女神の奇跡。光となり、天より。オーラでー。助かりました。
僕の番か。
私の番です。エニグマ駆動。よーし、はっ。皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
Yeah!
まあ当然の結果かな。
Oh! Nice! A craft book. This one looks like it suits Randy and Wazy's style. Good stuff. Want to give a shot, Wazy? I'm game if you are. Last Rebellion. Ooh. We should see it. That fight sucks. I hate that fight so much. Why do they keep bringing that fight back? It wouldn't be bad if it was like 3 or 4 of them, but it's like 8 of them at once, and it's just like really overwhelming if you're not prepared. Obviously, I know how to deal with it because I've fought them multiple times, but I can see any new player picking this up getting really angry at that fight really quick. Hey, this is the kids from the police. You guys look like you're booked a room. Not quite. We came to ask you something about the case we're working on. Have you received a strange package recently? Strange package. Oh yeah, that's right. We did get something weird. I have no idea why we'd send stuff like this. Do you guys know something about all this? Jackpot. Well, actually... Well, I'd explain the situation regarding the misdelivered packages. So that's what happened. So the package I got was supposed to be St. Ursula then. No wonder the package was scalpels and stuff. I can only imagine you'd be shocked when those arrived. It certainly was. Freaked me out. Luca was hell-bent on throwing them in the trash tomorrow. It's a good thing we made it in time. Here, let me give you the package you were supposed to receive. Thank you. Let's take a look. Yep, these are the librarian drinking glasses I ordered a while back. I'm positive this package is ours. Glad to be of service. Now then, could you please have the package that you misdelivered to you? Of course, just give me a sec. Here we are. I trust that you'll get to the hospital where it should be. Thank you. Alright, let's drop by St. Ursula's next. We should inquire at the reception desk. This isn't ready yet. It's only been a day, I think. Are you looking for Arias? He went back to the city last night. Shizuku still has his support, but we understand busy buying a bracer keeps him. I already bought that. Yeah. We need to remember to come back later. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello there, SSS. Hi, Lynn. What brings you to St. Ursula today? Another bracer request? We're taking a little breather and doing some prep work before we get back to investigating the cryptids. Plan was to check out the sandbar on Ursula Road, where you exterminated that one from yesterday. Hopefully we can confirm the connection between the cryptids and those blue flowers that report mentioned. Oh, and Arios is back to work, so he's to handle the last cryptid that was assigned to the guild. Good to know. Anything we can lend a hand with? I think we have it under control, although I could use some hugs and kisses from Tio to perk me up and give me the strength to fight those big bad cryptids. You will survive. Wow, Tia! Tio, that's so cold. It's just so cold. Not again. I'd be more than worried about her health if she didn't act this way. In other words, there's nothing to worry about.
Destroy. May win.
Hey, thanks, May. Thanks for the 7 months. I'm gonna hunt the Bigfoot. In other words, there's nothing to worry about. You guys keep doing what you're doing on the end, and we'll go check out the sandbar. Good luck. Good luck to you two, and stay out there. Stay safe out there. More like demons, honestly. That's what we're here for. We're here for demons. Welcome back to St. Ursula Hospital, Special Support Section. How can we be of service today? About that, Sarah, there's something we need to ask you regarding a request. Lloyd explained the situation regarding the misdelivered packages. Oh, so that's what the package was. Our nurse head, Martha, was racking her brain over it. She thought it may have been a mistake made by one of the other nurses. A mistaken order. Would that really happen? Yes, it so happens one of them, our clumsier nurses, is a similar Jaff once before. Did she now? So does that mean the package is currently at the nurse's station? Yes, it should be. You'll be able to find it on the 2nd floor. Here's hoping. Doesn't your heart go out to the poor nurse who was falsely accused? Just a little. Anyway, let's head upstairs. God damn it. I heard Dr. Sailing is going to be going back to the drawing board to come up with a solution to recover Suzuka's eyesight. That's great. So she was down after what had happened and hard to approach her. I'm glad she changed her way of thinking. The doctor is the kind of person who can act calmly and rationally in all situations. It's good to have her back. Honestly, Saron, how do you keep managing to make these mistakes when placing simple orders? No, there must be some other explanation. Nifa was even watching over me when I put the order together. I mean, sure, it took me 20 tries before I got the number right, but we did it. Oh, the things Mifa has to put up with. You're lucky she's your friend. Pardon us, are we interrupting? Oh, hello, SSS. Saron here was trusted to make another order of medical supplies, and there's a problem. The package that arrived didn't have supplies. There was some kind of worn-out doll inside for some reason. Not that this is the first time that this has happened. Earlier this year, Saron messed up an order of bed sheets, too. Come on, Martha. Why won't you believe me? I'm telling you that I know it. I got it right. Lloyd, could it be? Yeah, it must be. What are you referring to? Well, you might know a thing or two about what happened. Lloyd explained the situation regarding a misdelivery. So the package we received wasn't even meant for us. That's right. We're currently in the middle of sorting it all out. I think this is the package you were expecting, isn't it? Yes, it is. These are the medical tools I have asked to have delivered. Thank you for coming all the way to deliver them to the SSS. I suppose I owe you an apology, Saron. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions like that. Water under the bridge, Martha. As long as you're not mad at me. Oh, I just remembered. I wonder if it's in there too. Lauren dug in the bag and found something else. Ah, there it is. My new Kagamaru strap. Since we're ordering things anyway, I thought I might as well add this to the package. Isn't he cute? Saron, I think we should have another talk. Well then, if you wouldn't mind, can we take this first package you received by mistake? And we'll ensure it gets to the right person. Of course. It should be right here. Here you are. Thanks. That takes care of everything. Let's see. According to the sales slip that Aaron gave us, this package was meant for the private residents in the residential district. Now all we have to do is deliver the package to request to be complete. The residential district, so it must be one of the houses near Speaker McDowell's place. Do you recognize the address, Ellie? Let me take a closer look. I do think, but the address is, if I'm not mistaken, It's the empty house on the right of Representative Campbell's. Wait, isn't that house has been abandoned for over a decade and claimed to be haunted? Yeah, that's the one. The hell? What's going on? Is it possible someone moved in recently? I doubt it, honestly. One way to find out is to head to ourselves and let's go deliver this package. Ooh, we're gonna see what's in the mysterious house finally. Away, SSS! The hot pot's not ready. Or some stew, I think it is. I think it's like some stew, magic stew. Ah, having a car is so nice. Bum bum ba bum. Ba ba bum 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 ba da dum. This is definitely the address. You're right, but not sensing anyone inside. Did someone mess up? As a sender writing the wrong address, possibly. The receipt has the address, but not the recipient's name. We won't know for sure without at least trying to go in, though. What's wrong, Tio? Nothing. Hold on, look! Soap? It was a little ajar, so I thought it just might be. Maybe as well show ourselves in and see if someone really has ordered this, right? Yeah, I guess so. We've never been here before. I see a car magazine. Excuse us, is anyone home? Is it me or did no one live here? True, but we made sure it was the correct address. The front entrance wasn't locked either. Who are you? Who's this? Huh? A girl? Excuse us, little girl. Are you the only one home? We're here to deliver a package. Oh, she's finally arrived. Don't just stand there. Come in. Huh. She didn't even bother hearing what we had to say. She must be the one who ordered the package. That's weird. Have you heard about a little girl living here? I don't know what to tell you. Wasn't expecting it either, but can't pretend like we didn't just meet her. What hell's going on here? I don't have a good answer either. Still, I think we'd be best to follow her. We might get a better understanding what this place's story is. Well, here's the package you ordered, I think. Yay, she's finally come home. Upsy daisy. It's one worn out doll. Looks like one of those famous antique ones. You know, a Rosenberg doll. I don't think so. It doesn't look that expensive to me. So that doll used to be one of yours? She's not a doll. She's my precious little sister. Isn't she cute? Is she now? Well, thank goodness. We were able to reunite the two of them then. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to take her back to our room now. Am I the only one who doesn't understand what's going on? I don't think anyone else is home either. What's wrong, Tio? Nothing. I think it was only my imagination running wild. Hello? Is someone there? Someone's at the front door. Another guest, perhaps. Our parents didn't seem to be home, so maybe that we should answer it. Yeah, I think you're right. An antique shop owner. What are you all doing here? We came here on police business. What brings you here, Imelda? Police business? What are you talking about? This house has been totally abandoned for a decade. I've been using this as my shop storage for a while now. What's wrong? You look like you just saw a ghost. Alright, what the hell's going on? Even if Imelda's telling the truth about this place as a storehouse, how do you explain the little girl we were just talking to? It's a good question. We could always ask her ourselves. I'm sure it'd be a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. Right, there must be. I'm pretty sure she went into the back room, just past the living room. What? Did you all not hear a thing I just said about it being abandoned? What? Where'd the little girl go? Think she'd hide somewhere? Lloyd, look at those. Huh? Dolls, I recognize the one we delivered, but the other one, they make for a perfect pair. I think I'm owed an explanation here, aren't I? Spill the beans! Or would you rather arrest yourselves for trespassing? I don't think that's how it works, but I'll try to explain. Lloyd told Milda that they came to deliver a package. A little girl they found looked identical to one of the dolls. Yeah, I see. Exactly like he said. What are you talking about? I purchased one of those two while traveling abroad many years ago. They're said to be crafted to resemble the daughters of a noble family from long ago. They were a pair of twins, so 2 dolls were made. I was regrettably only able to get my hands on one of them, though. There's nothing wrong with it, but I always thought it was strange I could never find a prospective buyer. What does the last art have to do with anything? For a detective, you're frustratingly slow on an uptake. The point is, the second doll mysteriously came here, as was delivered to a mysterious girl, you say. Perhaps my first doll came to life and beckoned her here, no? That's absurd. A certain man always tells me that life dwells within all dolls. Yeah. Perhaps he may be onto something. Life dwells with... Sorry, but that sounds absurd to me. Then, was that what we saw the doll's ghost? It can't be. True or not, I do sense a large amount of spiritual energy in this location. In that sense, it's not unlike Stargazer's Tower or the Moon Temple. I can feel a presence of 3 higher responsible for the phenomenon. Spiritual energy. That'll explain the hair standing on the back of my neck. Man, I wanted to believe we were all seeing things. But if Teotot says there's something to it, who am I to argue? You're still kidding, right? I didn't really want to believe any of this. Yeah, it's so much fun watching your reactions. At the end of the day, it could be nonsense coming from a doll making recluse. So, it's up to you if you want to believe it or not. But only one thing is for certain. That would be... Now that those sisters are reunited, they can finally find a proper home. This will be great for my bottom line. Always with the money, eh, you old bag? Anyway, that wraps up the package's request. Let's go back and report to employee from the Kapua delivery service. The sooner we leave, the better. But I didn't get to grab the magazine! You managed to get the doll packages where they needed to go. You guys are lifesavers. Thanks, Special Support Section. It was no problem. I've been meaning to ask. Is she okay? Her face is kind of pale. It couldn't have been. What do you... We don't talk to a... Cat's got her tongue. I don't blame her. Give her some time. She'll be fine. Anyway, don't worry about it too much. If you say so. Anyway, I best be going. If I need any help in Crossbell again, I'll let you know. Come on us anytime. We eagerly await your next request. That was a neat quest. Interesting little storyline. Now we get to go to Michelin Wonderland. Deep coloring. Yeah, thank you for your effort, FSS. I'll be able to find a new home for these dolls, thanks to you. Aren't they the slightest bit afraid of Milda? Wouldn't you get cursed if you sold haunted doll? Yeah, how could I ever be in the business if I was afraid to sell a few measly ghosts? Do you think these are the only potential haunted items I'm storing here, sweetie? I could introduce you to a ring that is said to bring misfortune to its owners, one after another. I think I'll pass. Maybe it was the strange items that she keeps there that caused this place to have such strong spiritual energy. So in other words, it's the old bag's fault. I'm down with that explanation. Now, question, can she teleport? Let's find out. Bum, ba da da da. Ra-da-da-dum. Or can I finally explore her house while she's away? Nope. They got me. They're like, you ain't going in there. She's not home. Oh, well. Let's go to Michelin Wonderland. Yay! The next cruise ship bound for Michelin will be departing. Would-be passengers be sure to board quickly. One of the support requests came from the theme park, didn't it? You're right. It was something about helping Mishi. I wonder exactly what it'll entail. If it is for Mishi, we should not delay. I think we all know where Teotot's loyalty lies. Something tells me this is going to be a fun one. We shouldn't head to Michelin unless we're absolutely ready to begin that request. Should we be going? Alright, let's go there now. Buddy and the others then boarded the cruise ship bound for Michelin. After arriving, they made their way to the front gate of the theme park where the client was waiting. This isn't good. The entire morning schedule might throw this off by this. Excuse me, we're the CPD Special Support Section. Would you happen to be Hanks? We're here to the request you submitted. Oh, that's right. You're the SSS. Let's see. Yes, it's going to fit you perfectly. Hey! We're a little confused. Would you mind explaining the details of your request? Oh, how careless of me. My apologies. I'm sure you're all familiar with the park's mascot, Mishi, yes? No breathing soul knows more. Teota here is a little bit of an exception. But yeah, we know him. Not like you can live in Crossbell for very long without meeting the furry guy. Does Mishi have something to do with your request? It just so happens. The thing is, you see some bad news this morning. The actor who portrayed Mishi since the park's opening called in sick. Mishi's sick. Is he going to be okay? Yeah, I think so. He said it was a stomachache. The plan is for him to be... Oh, no. Oh, no. I can see where this is going. Provide some medic at St. Ursula and make it back to work as soon as he's able. If all goes well, he'll be back in action sometime this afternoon. But that leaves the problem in the morning performance. That's where you come in. I need someone to don the fur and be Mishi's stand-in for the morning. Mishi's stand-in? Heh, that sounds pretty fun. All right. Where do I get changed? Yeah, no. You're far too tall to fit into the costume. I think your pal here with the serious expression on his face would be perfect. Me? Oh, come on. I was gonna put on the pussycat costume to fish for... Damn you, Lloyd. It's not my fault. Randy was going to fish in the Misty costume? So, do you think you could do it? Well, we didn't come all this way for nothing, I accept. Whew, I owe you one. Then, if you're ready, let's get started. Tio, is something wrong? You've been very quiet for the last few minutes. Costume? Actor? Stomachache? Medicine? What's gone into Tio? All this might be more than she can handle. I'd be very careful with the next words you say. I'll do what I can. Tio. Don't mind me. Mishi needs us. I will do whatever I can to help. That's the spirit, Tio Tot. Is she really okay? What kind of conclusion did she come to? Everything's settled. Alright, let me guide you to the locker room. Sure, lead the way. Oh no. Oh no. Well, how do I look? Cute, actually. Yeah, it suits you. Well, it is a full bodysuit, Noel. How about the feel? Looks like it could get hot in there. I'm sure it will. I've worn more breathable outfits, to say the least. Luckily, the height is right. It feels a bit loose, though, so it's a little weird to move in. It's already gonna be sweating in the costume, so don't go and sweat the small stuff, too. Still, I bet it's gonna be nice having all the Mishi fangirls fawning over you. I'm not doing this to hit on girls, you know. And speaking of fangirls, where did Tito run off to? Now that you mention it, I saw her speaking with a staff member before walking off somewhere. Sorry for the wait. What the? Is that you, Tio? Me, my name is Misha. Don't tell me my older brother has forgotten my face. You've got to be kidding me. You look so cute, Tio. Isn't this character the one that likes to play hide and seek? Yes, this is Mishy's little sister, Michette. She is a vibrant girl who is always looking for her clumsy older brother. By clumsy, does she mean Mishy or me? Oh yeah, we met her when we came to Michelin Wonderland. She came up to me asking if she could help by playing the part of Michette. Technically, the regular Michette shift doesn't start until later. So I thought, what the hey? Oh no, she's got an name. So that's where she went. Wait, by help out, do you mean... Yes, my intention is to supervise Lloyd's Mishy routine. And for every blunder he makes, his shins will rule the day. What an adoring little sister you have, Mishy. Please show me mercy. Wait, supervise? Shouldn't you be the one giving me acting directions? Sorry, but we're short on time. It's almost time for Mishy's tour around the park. Listen, if you just think about what Mishy would do, and do the same yourself, I'm sure it'll work out. That does make me feel a bit better. Remember that at the end of the morning tour, you're scheduled to do a Mishy dance in the main plaza. That one you'll get a manual for. Skim it and remember what you can. Lloyd and the others read the dance manual. Dance with passion and pizzazz. Don't forget to close in on Mishy's signature catchphrase. Make a wishy with Mishy. Hey, that's helpful. Catchphrase aside, the passion and pizzazz part is a little vague. To tell you the truth, we generally let Mishy characterization the patrons up to the actor. For the entire history of this park, we've never needed to write a manual until today. So if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Don't let it get you down too much. On the contrary, I'm the one supervising and I will not tolerate mistakes. I wish they hadn't given you that costume. Oh, it's showtime. Let's wrap this up so we can get out there. All right, the rest of us will pass time in the park. Best of luck, you two. It's time to prove yourself, Lloyd. Yeah, sure thing. I don't know what I'm going to pull this thing off, but I guess I just have to channel my inner Mishy. There's also the catchphrase, make a wishy with Mishy. Better not forget it. All right. Get out there and make those kids' wishes come true. Counting on you, Mishy and Michette. This is hilarious. Huh. Well, here goes nothing. I hope this turns out all right. Look alive. Here comes the first patron. Wow, it's Mishy! Look, the real-life Mishy! Huh. Well, what do you know? It is him. Haha, settle down. If you don't pace yourself, you're going to get tired out before we see all the attractions. Yay, Mishy, Mishy! Let me think. How would Mishy normally respond in a situation like this? Make sure to buy a ticket! Mishy's corporate now. Have fun, alright? I will, thanks, Mishy. Mom, Dad, let's hurry inside. Oh, alright, alright. Today's going to be wonderful. Whew, did I do a good job? Good work, Lloyd. Your me-hee-hee was on point. Thanks. Though it's not the least... wasn't the easiest thing to do without getting embarrassed. Me-hee-hee! You will get used to it. Wow, Tio, you're a pro. That was unusually cute coming from her. Keep up the good work. Hey, Noelle, Wazy. If it isn't the special sports section's dynamic sibling duo. Thank goodness you're here, Lloyd. We have an urgent progress report to file. The second I take my eyes off Wazy, he immediately runs off and gets on the park rides. Don't be such a cop. It's not like we're going to burn the park down. Where's the harm in a little bit of fun while we're on patrol? Wazy, we are the cops. Ones that are on duty. Speaking of duty, children are approaching Lloyd. It's Mishy! Ah, and Michette's here too! My hide and seek skills need work. Super kick! Wait, no! Why would you kick Mishi? Haven't you heard? Anyone who kicks Mishi is lucky. They say the luck powers are stored in his butt, and you gotta kick him out. Haha! But I'm not even the real Mishi. I wonder if it works on Michette too. I need to do something. What would Mishi do? Mishi has a way of defending himself from kicks. It's this! Tickle, 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 tickle! Wow, Mishi's famous Mish defense! Run away! That'll show him. I didn't expect kicking to be part of the job, too. Oh yeah, there has been one of the park's recent fads. Them's the breaks! Did I handle that okay? I was just making it up as I went along. It was fine. That was a flawless performance compared to yelling at them. Mishi is a kind and gentle being. Driving them away by force would have been unacceptable. Your judgment served you well, Lloyd. Huh, thanks, I'll try. I'm glad they didn't kick Tio, too. Should we add sister complex to Lloyd's growing list of tastes? Mishi and Michette are siblings, not us. Besides, I have heard that Mishi's butt is built to resist kicking. It hurt less than you expected to, didn't it? Yeah, you're right. There might be more padding down there. I guess Mishi is thicker than I knew. It's time for us to go to the next area, Lloyd. Don't forget how tight the morning schedule is. Right. I won't. We'll see you later, guys. Knock 'em dead, Lloyd and Tio. Alright, back to sneaking off to rides. This is funny. I'm enjoying this. Oh, no. Oh, hey, guys. Good work out there, Superstar. You two look like you've been giving it your all. How would you say it's been going thus far? It's a little harder than I imagined, but it gets really hot inside this costume. We're not talking taking a comfortable stroll around the park right now, Lloyd. You should act as friendly as possible while giving the impression that patrons are lucky to have seen you. Right, I'll try my best. When it comes to Tio and Mishi, there's no room for error, is there? Best to do what you can to keep up, Lloyd, or else Tio Tot's gonna have you crucified in front of the horror coaster. Ah, it's Mishi! Hey, you're right. How lucky of us to see him right after coming to the Ferris wheel. Let's get a picture. He's so cute. Sure thing. Let's do it. Excuse me. Do you think you'd take a picture of us? I'd love to. A picture. What should I do in this situation? Stand between them. Today will go down as the day we finally met Mishi. Nice to finally meet you, Mishi. Ready whenever you are. Say cheese. Thanks for all your help. Yep, thanks a ton. Here we are, you're welcome. Did I do okay? That was perfect, Lloyd. Remember that Mishi is the idol of the theme park. He in himself is a walking attraction. In such cases, the proper course of action is to be the imperial and stand directly between the guest. Be impartial and stand between the guest. It is good to see you quickly taking on the ways of the Mish. Thanks, I think. Well, as long as you have Tio with you, I think you'll be fine. Good luck, you two. We'll keep an eye on you. Have fun on your date, and we'll have fun on ours. No, we will not. Come on, it was just a joke. You could at least let me buy you a Bell Cola. Alright, let's try not to let them or anyone else down. Yes, to the next location. Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Mishi and Michette are going to do the Mishi dance. Yay, Mishi! They're so cute. Here we go, the dance routine. I'm starting to tense up. It'll be fine. The Mishi dance is usually improvised anyway. There are some guidelines, but I'm sure you'll manage if you use common sense. Guidelines, huh? That's right. I was given notes about it before the job. But just remember what it said. Okay, everyone. All together now. Mishi and Michette, take us home. Here we go. Are you ready, Tio? Let's dance with passion and pizzazz. Roger. I'm dancing! I'm dancing! And now the Mishy's catchphrase. Mishy is love, Mishy is life. Let's dance and make me. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy! Make a wishy with Mishy! I knew you could do it, Lloyd. You have reached Mishy life. Lloyd and Tio's passionate dance brought the show to a successful close. Lloyd took pride in the fact that he was able to say goodbye to the park goers and make their wishes come true. Afterwards, he and Tio went to rest at the area together. Whew! I think we managed to pull that one off. Well done. Dancing in a mascot costume can be quite difficult. You say that again, I'm burning up in here. How does a normal guy even do this every day? He's something else. Perhaps so. Hey, Mishy, Michette! Oh, it's you, Hanks. Good job out there, kids. You did great. The park goers can't get enough of you. You can stop they can't stop talking about Michette. Are you serious? Yeah, they're saying she was so cool and went around Mishy, it's irresistible. Maybe we should sit down and rethink Michette's entire character. Really now. I'm happy to help. By the way, have you heard back from the usual actor? Oh, I almost forgot. He just came in a little while ago. He said he wanted to meet you and that he'll be waiting for you in the locker room when you get back. Thanks again for all your help. It's not much, but I hope you'll accept this. We'll gladly take it. Thanks, Hank. There's the last decoration for Tio's room. Ready to head back inside, Tio? I am. Michette mode, disengage. I'm drenched in sweat. I think it was the most I've ever seen you give a support request. Nice work, Tio. Perhaps. But your mission was superb, Lloyd. It was an honor to share a Mishy dance with you. Come on, you're going to make me blush. Anyway, I think it's about time we rejoin the others. Is the regular Mishy actor still not here yet? Now you mention that, I think he is a little... Ha ha ha! Sorry to keep you waiting, kids! What the? Burp. Excuse me. The pills I've been taking don't work unless I've had them after a meal. I skipped breakfast, so I had to down a lunch like you wouldn't believe. So, is my costume in that locker? What? You looking at me like that for? Wait, I think I've seen your faces somewhere before. Oh, whatever. Oh, you kids big time. You can't have Michelin Wonderland without Mishy after all. Thanks for filling in, my man. Haha. Oops. Look at the time. I gotta get changed to get out there for this afternoon soon. Transformation complete. Thanks again, Mr. and Missy. You saved my fur. You can leave the rest to me. Me. See you later. What a pro. His voice totally changed the second he put it on. That's the real Mishy, but when he's not in costume, he couldn't be more different. I feel like you just uncovered one of Crossbell's dirtiest secrets. Anyway, let's go meet up with the others, shall we? Tio's in shock. Where have I seen that man before? I don't know where I've seen him before. Hey Lloyd, something happened with Tio Tot? She's been like this ever since we got back to the cruise ship. You're right. Is she completely staring off into space? I believe this is a look of desolation. Well, let's just say she's been through a lot today. Please rebuke. Yeah. Theo, are you sick? We should take you to see a doctor. No, I'm fine. I'm simply confused, but I believe I have now sorted out my feelings. So this is how I climbed the ladder of adulthood. Interesting. That was a fun support request. I enjoyed that one. Thought I was gonna have to do some kind of like mini game for the dance, but it was just end with the catchphrase, which how can you forget it? This should be fine. But the SSS building, where the others decide to take duties and reshare the rooms, while the rest go over their respective reports. Hey Tio, you got a minute? I do. You can come in, Lloyd. Is it time to depart? Well, no, we don't have to just yet. It's not like we got any new requests or anything. The others are also still doing their own thing, so there's no hurry. Very well. I am ready whenever you are. Say, looks like you got some new decorations for your room. She really likes cats. Yes, I've been building quite the collection. Crossbell has a significant advantage over neighboring countries when it comes to collectibles. Well, this is Mishy's hometown, isn't it? But thanks to Michelin Wonderland, his influence is spreading to other countries. That reminds me, the pink Mishy's name is Michette, right? That's his little sister. Correct. She's the perfect little sister character who watches over her helpless big brother. They have many layers to her. Does she now? How many layers could a palette swap of Mishy possibly have? Well, think about that black cat over there. It's the same design as your cushions. Is it not related to Mishy? That would be Kagamaru. He is the protagonist cat from a well-liked novel series. Kagamaru's bold cuteness and signature yawn have seen his popularity soar. You don't say. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've seen him offered as a prize at a casino. To be honest, I never really understood his or Mishy's appeal. Neither are what I would call cute. Death glare! Oh, why did you say that, Lloyd? Forget I said anything. I don't understand what you mean, though. His charm is more of the unique side. The selling point is mainly from his troubled-looking face. Kagamaru is more of the typical mascot whose dour disposition makes him more enduring to the fans. Naturally, neither fits the unconventional wisdom of what someone would call cutesy. I guess, if you had put that much thought into it, what is it that people find charming about them? On that note, Tio, which one do you prefer? Do you have a favorite? Now you have done it. What? I have been avoiding this topic for far too long. I will run no more. Tio, you're starting to scare me. After tonight's dinner, we will revisit this discussion. Put a pot of coffee on, then, Lloyd. We will be up all night hashing out this topic. But the book, I was going to catch up on my poor sleep schedule. Tio is awesome. Okay, so I think that's all the support requests, so we can actually proceed with the story now. Let's report in. As always, appreciate your hard work. Well then, allow me to go over your reports. Bing! Thanks for your help. If you finish the support request, please let me know. Okay, we're all done. So let's proceed. We're going to the dollhouse. Stop by Mance. Oh, it's a good thing I have this car. Wait, isn't Mishi from Mance? He looked like a Mance miner. My husband has been strangely enthusiastic about work lately. Must be Gans and Logi's renewed excitement for mining rubbing off on him. He leaves so early for work that it's hard to get lunch ready in time. Lodge finally got his act together and is living the days to the fullest. Now all he has to do is find himself a wife, and I can stop worrying. One can only hope that it'll happen someday. What am I doing here? Bracers have been busy with the usual lately, but I think of twice before submitting requests to get anything urgent. I was told that they're investigating the sudden appearance of large and mysterious monsters around the state. I got a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. Something horrible may be brewing in the Crossbell. Maybe right on that. Oh, why am I here? What in the world is that yelling about this time? What a rowdy child. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! I love my daddy! My daddy! Oh, hey! Nelson! I know that voice. Hello again, Lloyd. That's right. Thanks for remembering me. I never forget the voice of someone I had the pleasure of interviewing. Is that man? Yeah. He's a famous journo that they met a little while back. That's right. Marcel Nelson. What brings you to Mance? I have an interview scheduled with Mayor Brixton, as it so happens. I look forward to hearing his account of the Mance history as a Septian mining village, and about how it's changed in modern day. With the topic of independence looming over Crossbell, I thought it's important to reflect on state history. Not a bad idea. I agree. That's a really interesting perspective to take. Haha. I take it that as a compliment. I've been told that I have a penchant for thinking outside the box. But enough about me. I heard you all contributed to stopping the efforts of terrorist attack in the trade conference. On that note, I have the urge to interview you about the matter. Would you be alright with you? There are several questions I have about the motives behind the attack. I suspect speaking with you will help me uncover the meaning. The meaning behind the terrorist attack? But would that not be... That's right. Information about the case is restricted to members of the state government and police force. We may not be able to agree... We may be able to agree with the interview, but we can't divulge... What we can divulge is limited. That's understandable. I expected as much. Nevertheless, I'd still like to conduct the interview. What do you say? Our last interview with him was insightful. If we have the time, agreeing to a second could be a good idea. Alright, we agree. Splendid. Thank you for your time. Let's begin right away. Thank you again for agreeing to this interview. Shall we begin? The topic today is the terrorist attack that occurred at the recent West Sumerian Trade Conference. First, I'd like to confirm who the terrorists were. Can you tell me, Lloyd? Anti-immigration faction terrorists from both. It was both. There were two terrorist organizations were working in conjunction with one another. One was the Imperial Liberation Front from Erebonia. The other group was terrorists from Calvert's anti-immigration faction. That's right. There were two of them. I'll refrain from going into the backgrounds and founding principles. However, it's worth noting that these two organizations have little in common and have never collaborated before. Yet they mounted a united front against the conference. I've heard they were being supported by the cooperating with a mysterious organization known as Ouroboros. Yeah, the Society of Ouroboros. Thinking back, the terrorists were making use of archaisms at the trade conference. Do you know what the Society, Nelson? I've come across their name before, yes. They're a bit of an enigma. I take it your work has led you to learning of them as well. We've heard a thing or two. And the more we hear, the shadier they seem to be. I would have to agree. What their true aims are is completely shrouded in mystery. Trying to deduce their objectives would be completely in vain. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. Let's move on to the next topic then. I'd like to review how it is the two major powers prepared themselves for this attack. I have sources to say that each nation covertly employed outside forces. Each of those forces greatly contributed to the resolution of the incident. What I find strange is that, although Erebonia and Calvert foresaw the attack, they didn't prevent it and left both terror groups at large. I wonder why that is. What do you think they are trying to achieve, Lloyd? What were the Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith's objective regarding the terrorist attack? Expose them? I don't... This one's tricky. Wouldn't want to contain the opposing of political factions. Really? The second one doesn't really make sense, though. Contain opposing political factions? I'll take your word for it. Each terrorist group is backed by political factions that oppose their country's respective leaders. I think the top priority was to keep those two opposing factions in check. In Chancellor Osborne's case, he's trying to put a pressure on Erebonia's noble faction. And for President Rocksmith, he was looking to leader everyone who agrees with his country's radical nationalists. I agree. That is only the logical explanation for why they allowed the terrorists to remain at large. And as a result, the political tide has turned to each of their favors. Each country's citizens have raised their voices against the opposing factions. So their goal was political gain. You say that was the leader's top priority. Did you not, Lloyd? That was curious. Does that mean that you think they had some other objective in mind too? Well... Lloyd? Yeah, I can imagine one other objective. I also think it'll gain a foothold for their advancement to Crossbell. Crossbell is in their crosshairs. How realistic they are is up for debate. But it was clear as day that each country offered such to station troops in Crossbell in the conference. Yes, and the terror attack fueled the narrative that Crossbell cannot keep the border safe by itself. That only puts forth pressure on Crossbell to accept the proposals from station troops. The non-aggression pact that Liberal introduced has essentially lost all its deterrence at this point. Additionally, with the proposal for independence, the public in both countries is keeping a close watch on what happens in Crossbell now. The Imperial and Republic governments may be using this to alleviate the pressure their citizens have been putting on them. That is rather convenient for them. I've heard of 2 birds with 1 stone, but this is more like a flock with a boulder. Well then, I see you've all considered this in a great detail as I have. If you don't mind, I'd like us to move on to the final topic. The 2 countries seemingly agreed an arrangement that would be mutually beneficial. However, do you believe that the evidence of the 2 having allied? A temporary one. Could they have formed a temporary alliance? Is that possible? Nah, it's too unlikely. Out of the question, then. No, I think it's out of the question. Ultimately, they both have the same objective, sole possession of Crossbell. That's exactly right. In the end, the incident at the trade conference was simply a one-time arrangement. Furthermore, Crossbell is too valuable for either country to let it remain as a simple buffer zone. There's no room for an alliance, and each aspire to take Crossbell for themselves. Their actions at the trade conference tip their hands as to what it is they want. No way. For a blind man, your aim is impressive. So, this was all a warm-up before the real thing. Eventually, they're going to go to each other's gun blazing. Yes, and I imagine the war of the intelligence they're waging will only worsen from here. The increasing Jaeger and organized crime activity in Crossbell can likely be contributed to that as well. It would be unfortunate, but I would not be surprised if a string of inexplicable incidents, such as those from Crossbell's past. Inexplicable incidents? What do you mean? No, forget that I said it. I was out of line. That aside, I believe what sorted out several matters regarding the terror attack. Asking you for this interview was a wise decision indeed. Thank you for your time. Likewise, I was lightning. I think we understand the current situation more clearly now. Definitely, it was more than I bargained for. I'm glad to hear you found it beneficial. Should we meet again, I would relish the opportunity to another chat like this. We'll be looking forward to it. Okay, so I gotta look for him after every, major event in the game, basically. Because he's gonna do a little bit more insight on what happened. Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna go report this. Because I think I'm gonna get another reward. Yep, got promoted. True Gladiator Belt equipment. Make sure your bonuses get transferred to me. Thank you for your good work. Nice! Now we'll head to the doll studio. Hi everyone! Reading a book, Kia? Sure am. I'm looking for something that will cheer up Shizuku. Which one should I pick? These books look pretty interesting. Wait, that shelf isn't part of the Braille corner, is it? Kia, are you able to read Braille? Yep. Well, is that a big deal? A big deal? Someone help me out because I don't even know where to begin with this one. Did they teach you this in Sunday school? Nope, I picked up on it while hanging out with Shizuku. Did you know that Mark in The Witch of the Deep Forest has a Braille version too? They made it a lot easier to pick up. I get that reading a book you're already familiar with would help, but still. Having uncanny comprehension skills is hardly out of the ordinary for our Kia. She can read Braille now! Okay! Witty little one. Glad seeing you here. Do you need something? Oh, Don't act all surprised to see me. You left your lunch behind, so I brought it for you. What? I can't believe it. I forgot about that. Thank you, dear. Sorry to make you come all the way here. Okay, now we will go to the doll studio. Boy, what a turn of events. Oh, I want to see the new coloring real quick. Nah. So, this is the Ellie coloring and the Tio coloring. Get out of my way. I will eliminate you. Hey, look! A moving truck. Hi, Zian, Meister. You've been a huge help. With these, I'll be able to set up a debut for a new performance in a couple days. Goddess, your troop is far too demanding with its request, you know. You had me tune the automata as well as design a new stage set. I'm a busy man, you know. Ah, sorry about that. Hilly and her troop leader's orders. I know they can ask so much sometimes. I didn't expect to tack an additional order on top of the usual. It doesn't matter now. If the goddess has ordained it, then your plays are more than welcome to use my studio skills. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered, Meister. Did you get our invitation? The troupe will be honored to host you for a public Arkansas performance. It'd be our pleasure after all the support you've given us to set and automata. Your mirror is thanks enough. As I said, I am a busy man. The gesture is thoughtful enough for me. Oh. I told him he wouldn't go for it. Still, I'd love for him to see how his hard work is being used on stage at least once. Pardon us. Huh? Well, aren't you the SSS? We are. You're the backstage engineer at the Arkansas, right? Yep, name's Heinz. I'm in charge of the stage's controls. What are y'all doing out here? Come to see the Meister? Something like that. We had a little matter we wanted to consult with him about. Does your visit relate to the stage equipment? Yeah, we had an order for an automaton tuned up and some new set pieces. It was kind of on short notice with the debut of the encore performance coming up, but he did his really solid getting us done so quickly. Oh boy, tell you the truth, everyone in the troupe owes the Meister a Toro. You don't say. Speaking of which, isn't the encore performance on the couple of days away? That's right. Billy and the others are kicking it into high gear about right now. Heck, I've been getting it into myself now that I'm making these stage changes. Have you now? Sounds like you're about to put on one hell of a show. That's a good idea, but whoops, I'm a little behind schedule. Gotta get back there and set all this up. See you guys later. Stop by and then say hi when you get a chance. We'll be sure to. Be careful on your way back. Vroom, 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 vroom. But goodbye, truck. See, he drove a truck up here. Why can't I drive my car all the way up here? Am I the only one caught off guard? You're telling me that old man is the one behind those props the Arkansas uses? It appears that way. I had thought their wire flying system was usually very modern technology, but I never would have guessed it was made here. Well, at least we know he's in the right now. I'm not sure he'll be willing to tell us anything about the society, but we'll never know if we don't ask. You're right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Once you enter the doll studio, you'll be unable to visit areas outside of Crossbow City for the rest of the day. We're done. Lloyd used the iron knocker attached to the gate. Excuse us. This is Crossbelt Police Special Support Section. Would you mind speaking with us, Mr. Rosenberg? There's no need to shout. I am not deaf. If you all came this way, then you must have something important you want to ask me. I cannot spare you much time. As long as you make it quick, I'll hear you out. Are you fine with that? What? She's so cute! A Rosenberg doll. No, I believe it's an automaton. Enter. Enter. The little one will guide you. See to it that you don't wander where you are not supposed to. I guess it can't talk. Are you sure? Doesn't look like any machine I've ever seen before. Mind taking us where your master is? Oh, that's cute. I think we follow it now. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to make him wait either. Ouroboros, just what kind of enemy are we dealing with? You have no idea, Lloyd. Millennials then followed the automaton inside. After going through what felt like a maze, they were led to an underground section of the studio. Wait, was that the Ouroboros symbol on the door? It is! What is this place? This is incredible. It's Potter Mater! Is that it? The giant archism you were talking about? Yeah. Ren used it back at the Sun Fort. I believe she called it Potter Mater. So this is where it's been. Is this doll studio or a factory? The hell is something like this doing around here? I believe those terminals are connected to the orbital network. They must have been where Kitty was remotely hacking the network. Well, what is it that you want? First, thank you for letting us in and giving us your time. There are a few things we'd like to ask you. What it happened to be about Campanella has been up to? So you know. Do not misunderstand. You're correct that I have ties to this society. However, I am ultimately just a humble doll maker. I am not directly involved with whatever it is the society is planning. In other words, you can't tell us exactly what Campanella is planning to do. I do not know, nor am I in a position to know. However, you should understand that he is an enforcer, not an Anguisse. He is not authorized to propose plans for society to pursue. He's one who drafts such plans. The ones who draft such plans are the Anguisse. Slow down, please. This is a little hard to keep up with. Isn't this insider information? Should you really be telling us this so easily? Ha, it is hardly confidential. There are many on the continent that know of this already, such as the Church, the Guild, and the intelligence agencies of the major powers, at the very least. That many people know of the society, yet you continue to make dolls here? As I said, I am not in the position to know of the society's inner workings. Take the archisms, for example. Their construction relies on technologies from many other workshops besides this one. My studio is just one scale on the serpent, which is why this church and guild will never set foot in here without cause. I guess that makes sense. And I'd wager that someone like you, more valuable to them than still attached to a snake, yeah? You're awfully sourceful, aren't you? That is correct. Furthermore, the studio is prepared for such an event. Even should you break the front door down with an arrest warrant, all you will find is an empty and meager doll studio, nothing more. Not even Potter Mater. Ha! So, what will you do now? Nothing will take... Would you like to take me into custody? This may be your only chance. No, that's not why we're here. You've made your point. We'd like to ask you questions if you're willing to answer. Lloyd, I understand that's all we can do, but it doesn't make it any easier. A wise decision. I take it you have several more pointed questions you'd like to ask me. Narrow them down to 3, and I will answer them if I can. Fair enough. 3 questions. I want Meister an answer. I definitely want to know this one. The DJ4G cult. As I know, the two sides never have direct ties. The truth in the matter is that the society destroyed the lodge that Ren was being held at. What? You're referring to Paradise, right? Yes, my understanding is that this cult is used to lure in and exploit influential individuals from around the continent. It may have been brought down because it began to target influential people that were the society was backing. It's nothing short of a miracle that Ren survived that place. That place deserved to get wiped out, but it's not like it makes ordinary Ouroboros the good guys either. I hope you didn't expect that explanation to win us over. As I said, I'm only telling you what I know. Take it how you will. As I already told you, I do not know the details. However, I can give you a name. They refer to it as the Phantasmal Blaze Plan. Phantasmal Blaze? Interesting naming choice. That plan, does it call for causing a large-scale incident like the one that happened in Liberal last year? It can't be. I'll never allow them. Stop making me repeat myself. I do not know the details. What I can tell you is that the society intervention here pales in comparison to what happened in Liberal. Though it may not be readily apparent, the society doesn't make its moves on the surface to begin with. Was that supposed to make us feel better? Because it sure as hell ain't working. Seconded. Only hearing it makes name makes whatever they're doing more suspect. The Anguis. Oh, who's that in the back with the armor? Holy cow. Look at that guy. The 7 snake apostles that serve to live to realize the Grand Master's plan. Even I do not know all of their identities. However, I am sure that the Anguis that will be arriving... I'm sure of an Anguis that will be arriving in Crossbell before long. Can you tell us what kind of people they are? One is a man, the 6th Anguis to be precise. He leads the 13 factories that compromise Ouroboros' technology network. Hey, Kazoo! He is the society's greatest theoretician and avaricious engineer. Needless to say, he is a contemptible man. Tell us how you really feel. Just how contemptible. He is the sort of man who cares for nothing but satisfying his intellectual curiosity. I am unsure why he hopes to achieve by coming here personally. However, his arrival is anything but good news for Crossbell. Well, take your word for it. He will not be coming alone. There is another. The 7th Anquise, the Steel Maiden, will also be accompanying him to Crossbell. Steel Maiden? That's got an ominous ring if I ever heard one. She is an enigma. If I were to sum her up, she is a masterful warrior that you have no hope of defeating, even if you all attacked her at once. She's that strong. Aren't you confident? I was merely a word of warning. Unlike the 6th Anguise, I've heard that the 7th Anguise has principles. However, should you face her unprepared, I'm sure it would cost you your lives. I've answered your 3 questions. That's enough of my time. I'm going to have to ask you to leave now. But, Lloyd. Fine. That's what we agreed to, so we'll be going. For now. Would you mind if we return to have another conversation like this? We'll see. Only if I feel inclined. Keep the following in mind. It is not only Ouroboros that you should have your sights set on. There are other forces in play in the wake of Crossbell seeking independence. Do you mean? He's got a point. Seems like you know a thing or two about that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Off you go. Follow the little one again, like you did your way here. If you wander off, I can't guarantee your safety. Interesting. I feel like I just came out of a bad dream. The Phantasmal Blaze plan, and 2 Anguis making their way to Crossbell. It's hard to believe. Just how dangerous are they? From what I've heard about the Liberal incident, very. We can't take the threat they pose lightly. Still, if what he told us is true, whatever they're planning in Crossbell isn't a large scale as what they did in Liberal. That'd be a relief. I heard something about an enormous battleship appearing last year. They also used a giant archism, Powder Mater. Where'd you hear all that? The 1st Division has it all labeled as classified. Don't tell me that you heard about these things while working as a host, too. Maybe. Is something wrong, you two? Well, yeah, just a little. Teotot might be able to explain it better than I could. You mind? I will try. I was thinking about the automaton that guided us in and out of the studio. It has become clear that society is far more mischievous than they are malevolent. Mischievous? Yes. They have more technological prowess than both the Epstein Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory, but typically choose not to use it. Given their research that must have gone into Powder Mater, it would have been more practical to build 50 airships with the same resources. You think so? Could it be that their funds truly are limitless? Maybe, but efficiency is typically the most important part of an army or a crime syndicate's organization structure. Those kind of structures are the exact opposite of Ouroboros. That makes their motives of rationale all the more baffling to me. Pretty much hit the nail on the head. Thinking of it that way, and even taking into account their archisms and enforcers, our biggest threat is possibly still the Jaeger Corps like the Red Constellation, or the crime syndicate like Hayway. And that ain't even mentioning whatever the Empire and the Republic are up to. That's true. All of them combined makes a disaster waiting to happen. The society making their way here is an icing on the cake, and there's still the question of what they're after. Who's to say? Even them backing the terrorists at the trade conference was allegedly on a complete whim. They don't seem to be involved themselves in conventional power struggles very often. If that's the case, does it matter what they are working towards is just as unconventional as everything else they do? That would mean they're completely in over their heads trying to do anything about it. All we can say for sure is, whatever it is, it's not good for Crossbell. At any rate, we should return home for now. I want to relay all this to the chief and get a contact with the CGF and guild too. Regardless of the society is after, at least we could do is make sure we're ready for them. I agree. Good call. Back to the city we go. Interesting. Get out of my way. Two enforcers this time, or not enforcers, 2 Anguis this time. We only dealt with, oh my god, I can't remember his name. The archaeologist guy last time. But 2 at the same time sounds like a pain in the butt. I wonder who it is. Oh, I think it might be urgent. Special report section, Lloyd Banning speaking. Lloyd! Thank goodness you finally gotten a hold of you. Oh, hi friend. Have you been trying to call for a while? I have, but I'm not sure why the calls couldn't get through. I even tried someone else's Enigmas too. There must have been some orbital wave jammer in the basement of the studio. Sorry about that. I think it's our fault, venturing somewhere the signal couldn't reach. What's going on? Do you have an urgent support request for us? I wish that was the case. Half an hour ago, there was a train derailment at West Crossbell Highway. A what? Are you serious? Unfortunately, yes. The 2nd Division is en route to investigate the scene. CGF is also on the way too, so I doubt you all need to go. I figured you all want to know this just in case, though. Got it. Thanks for telling us, friend. If you find out more, please let us know. Roger that. Something the matter? Did Fran have something important to tell us? Yeah. Lloyd informed the team of the train derailment that took place in the West Crossville Highway. What the hell? An orbital train really derailed? Yeah, Fran and the Sec Division and CGF are on their way there, so we could probably leave it to them. Then again, it would be hard to turn away from something so concerning. I'll say, timing is a little too suspicious for my liking. I doubt it was mere accident. Lloyd, so what do we do now? We have until the end of the day to report what we learned about the society. For now, let's go to the scene of the accident. We can overlook the possibility the cryptid or Savitar is responsible. At the very least, we can keep up the investigation of the crash site. Agreed. We should hurry. We should grab our wheels and if we're looking to get there ASAP. Where's my car? Aha, my car. Bee-boo, bee-boo. Uh-oh. Those ambulances just now? Correct. The database says they were registered at St. Marcel Hospital. There are 3 of them, too. Damn. You think they were transporting the injured for the moment? Given the timing, I wouldn't doubt it. They're in Cecile and the others' hands now. We'll have to get to the scene of the accident. Roger. Those buses just now. They look like the ones that usually travel between Tangram and Altair. Uh-oh. I think my controller cord's going. It must be transporting passengers that were on the train. Damn. This ain't good. It's concerning about the scale of the accident. I'll have to use a different one. Not a different controller, just a cord. It's just micro USB. Oh, Lloyd, you guys made it. So we were brought in as well, friends. Thanks for coming too, Noel and Randy. Of course, it's good to see you, Dela. Looks like we came to the right place. What's the situation? Commander Bells and police are currently investigating the scene of the accident. The 2nd Division's Inspector Donovan and Detective Raymond are leading our department's efforts. From what I could tell, it looked like a mess. Complete derailment. It's going to take a long time to get the things cleaned and repaired. And what of the passengers? No casualties, thank the goddess. But a few were in critical condition. Ambulances carried those away in the most need of medical attention a little while ago. Yeah, we saw on our way here. And the other passengers were bussed away? Yeah. They had 1 round of buses arranged for the passengers headed for Crossville City and another going to Altair. It was chaos sorting it all out, I can imagine. Not every day you have to manage an accident this severe. We should make our way to the scene as well. Are we good to pass through? Yeah, I think you should be good to go. I can't imagine anyone will complain. Head in there whenever you're ready. Oh no. Well, damn. This is some accident we got on our hands. You think you know what caused the derailment yet? No, as you can see, the investigation is currently underway. A current working theory is that the first car was derailed due to a fallen rock on the track. My apologies, but I'm going to have to ask that the media refrain from entering the accident site. We need to focus on beginning to repair effort immediately. Come on, really? Commander, shouldn't we... I understand what the police would like to prioritize the investigation. However, this is a transcontinental railroad we're standing on. It is more important traffic route in all of Zamaria. We're under the pressure of from Mayor Croy, the Imperial and Republican governments, and Railroad Corporation to fix this ASAP. The CGF has no choice but to comply. I get the logic, ma'am, I really do, but... I'm with the detective. If you don't get to the bottom of the line what happened here, it couldn't happen again, right? I'm aware. However, I can only permit that the investigation be carried out alongside the repairs, which will be until this evening at the very latest. That is how long we can give it. So, before your heavy machinery for moving the cars arrives, we need to... Hold on just a moment. The SSS? Oh hey, loading the gang. Ah, so you guys came to scope the scene out too. Please excuse us, Commander. Did we hear you correctly? You're going to reopen the railway before the investigation can conclude? You're still a member of the CGF, Sika. You haven't forgotten the importance of the railroad to Crossbell, correct? I didn't want to put it this so bluntly, but if we delay repairing the railroad, the Empire and the Republic could interpret it as us interfering with their economies. I know that, but she's right. We need to take that into consideration. If they laid that at our feet, there's not much Crossbell can do to refute it. Give me a break. We still have a duty to get to the bottom of this mess. Commander Bells, give us just 30 minutes. No, give us until the equipment arrives. Are you suggesting... Yes, given Crossbell's current political climate, I'm not ready to chalk up this accident to being an unfortunate coincidence. Shouldn't we determine whether there was something that was bound to happen or the act of foul play? It is also possible that this accident is related to our investigation with the cryptids. Wouldn't you rather let us do our thing for a peace of mind or nothing else? I never thought I'd see the day I would be the impatient one between the two of us, Orlando. Inspector Donovan, I suggest we prioritize the investigation of the accident scene first. My men will focus on repair efforts once our equipment arrives, while the CPD continues investigating. Take as long as you need. You won't hear any complaints for us. Let's do this. And we'll just stay out of the way and get while we collect our data. I have no objections. You may wander freely until the formal repairs begin. On that condition, that you will be in no way interfere with the site investigation. Am I clear? Presta. Would you mind if we join the investigation too, Inspector? Don't you even have to ask. We'll tackle it together. We should speak with the conductor. He's resting over there. The engineer got nicked up in the accident, and he was taken to the hospital, unfortunately. The doctor's still at the best bed here. Understood. Let's get our investigation underway. Oh, what a day. I should be thanking the goddess I'm okay, but I wasn't carried away by one of those ambulances. I've never seen a train derail so violently before. You're the conductor, correct? If you wouldn't mind, could you give us your account on what happened at the time of the accident? Sure thing. If that's what you want to know, I'll do my best to tell you how it happened. A detective over there asked me earlier, but I think I was still shooken up to give him a good statement. Anyway, it all happened so suddenly. From what I remember, I was bewildered by the fact. That's understandable after such a severe accident. I wouldn't expect you to remember every little detail. Any normal person would be in shock after going through something like that. Exactly. It's okay if you don't remember everything. Even a few small details could be useful. Like, if you saw or sensed anything suspicious before or after the accident. Suspicious, well. Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, maybe. Remember something. Just before the derailment happened, I was on comms with the engineer. Something made him yell. I remember him saying, "What is that?" The accident happened right afterwards. The front car derailed, and so So did the others, one after another. The rest of you already know. And I'm out here talking to you. And you sure yelled, "What is that?" From the sound, it must have seen something shocking. My thoughts exactly. What the engineers saw was nearest is now our greatest question. Looks like the marks on this rock wall. They're enormous. Looks like the whole surface has been carved out. With gouge marks on the ground, too, the train must have derailed to the left side. Take a closer look on the wall. What are those blue streaks? I believe that would be paint. Right. It's the paint from the train cars themselves. After the train derailed, it must have smacked against the rock wall and left the blue skid marks. No doubt, but that wouldn't have been enough for it to drag it so long and leave those kind of marks. We may need to rethink what caused the marks to this degree. It's crazy to think the train completely derailed off both sides of the track. You can only imagine how terrifying the experience must have been for the passengers. The derailment really did a number on the tracks. Really all torn up. Judging by the damage, I'd say the derailment started right around here. When the call came in about the accident, we hadn't imagined it would be something on this scale. I think it's going to take a considerable amount of resources to fully repair the train tracks. Hey Meryl, how's the repair work going? I would say it's proceeding just as well as the investigation is. But until the heavy machinery arrives, we're not going to be able to move the train itself. For now, all we can do is clear the debris. I figured that much is the case. You can lend a hand if you need it. Nah, you don't have to do that. You six should focus on your investigation. We'll inform you if we discover anything new to aid in that. Besides, there's so much glass and debris to clean up. Can't even risk one pebble staying on the railway. It'd be rough to clean this up. It might be dangerous to get too close. It's holding its balance for now, but still far over from its side. To be thorough, we investigated inside the train cars. Sadly, it didn't turn up on anything. New clues to be held there. Be sure, not one suspicious thing on the train that large. Not really. All that's there is the passenger's luggage, and nothing seemed off about any of it. Besides, all the signs point to derailment caused by something external force. Yeah, I guess so. Getting a good look at it all, there was one hell of an accident. Thank Adios, there were no casualties. I believe most passengers were not taken to the hospital were transferred by bus to the Republic. Unfortunately, that means we can't take any of their statements now. True, but we gotta work. We gotta work with what we got. On that note, have you spoken with the conductor? He's resting over there. I spoke to him earlier, but he's too shaken to remember anything. Maybe he's calmed down a bit. Make sure you hear what he has to say. Look at that damage. Maybe a fallen rock from the nearby cliffside caused the dent. Could this be what collided with the train? No, there's scratch marks. You can see it. Something jumped at the train. Don't you know about that? No, I wouldn't know about that. Would the rock cause those scratch marks in the middle of the deck too? When you think about it, isn't the position rather far up too? I don't think a simple falling rock would have left such a mark. If that's the case, just what did collide with the train? This would be the locomotive. It's the most important car of all of them because it allows the orbital train to move. Inside the engine's cabin, the orbital engine are produced by the Reinford Company. That aside, doesn't something about this seem a little off? I was just thinking the same thing. There's not as much damage to the front as we thought. You're right. It's a little unnatural compared to the rest of the car. Think about it. Had it collided with something head-on, it still would have had its... It wouldn't still be pristine. Whatever caused this derailment must have hit it somewhere else. Okay, I think we've got as much intel as we can here. We have? Enough for Lloyd, anyway. It better be enough for him, because I'm sure as hell haven't connected any dots. I may have noticed a thing or two. What's our next move? Should we review the information we have thus far? Yeah, let's do that. We should call over the commander and Inspector Donovan, too. So, has your investigation yielded anything insightful? Well, I hope so. First, I want to address the possibility of the derailment being caused by a fallen rock that was on the track. From our investigation, I believe it's safe to rule out that possibility. Really? Why? I take it back. I take it when you can back that up, right? What's your reasoning? Naturally. It doesn't rule out the possibility that the dent was caused by a rock that was rolling down the cliffside. Oh yeah, good point. In that case, best evidence the lack of the locomotive. Yeah, I think so too. Could you explain further? I'd agree. There's less damage in the front, but what does that prove? Logically, if the derailment were caused by a falling rock, landing on the track... I love this artwork. Landing on the tracks, the train would have first collided with it head-on. For a mass of a high-speed train to lose balance and derail, the impact would have had to be severe. If that case would have happened, the evidence would be apparent. Oh, I think I get it. But in front of the first car is hardly dinged at all. So that rules out the first and most obvious explanation. Indeed it does. That is the information we cannot overlook. In that case, what do you suspect caused the derailment? At first, I considered whether it was possible to work some kind of explosive. What? You mean it could have been Jaegers from the terrorist group? I can't deny that their mind wandered pretty much quickly. Kept my eyes peeled and didn't see any traces of explosives. I would hope not. We accounted for that when we did, and we couldn't find anything of the nature. Agreed. Going down the list of possible explanations, something occurred to me. The train may have collided with something, but not head-on. It's possible that it was rammed from the right-hand side. Excuse me? Rammed? Are you out of your mind? This is starting to sound less like a train derailment, more like a car chase. Now I get it. That would explain the dent at the right side of the locomotive. Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened. Whatever it was, it hit from the right hand side of a full speed train. The moment it happened, that's why the engineer yelled while on the comms with the conductor. Our unknown entity ran alongside the train and rammed it from the right, causing the dent. The force led to the leading locomotive to derail off the left-hand side. Then whatever caused this pushed the locomotive to the far rock wall. It skidded there until finally coming to a stop, leaving marks on the rocks along the way. Finally, the cars that were following also derailed and scattered along the road. Given what we know right now, that's my working hypothesis. Huh. Well done. You really are Guy's little brother, you know? Hell, your reasoning may be better than his. No kidding. Guy's style was investigating was less thorough and more instinctive. Hey, watch it. He's ours. We're proud to have him. Geez, calm down, leader. Even I couldn't think of that far ahead. Very impressive. That leaves one question, Lloyd. What do you suspect this to be the work of a large monster? Or was this perhaps caused by another of a recent spotted cryptids? Well, when I think about it, I can't say for certain yet. There's no question what a cryptid would have the strength to derail a train based on our experience. I can understand why they wouldn't be most likely explanation, but I can't say for certain yet. I agree. If this were caused by a cryptid, then the higher elements would likely still be present. Not to mention, we did not see those blue flowers anywhere nearby either. Yes, I would agree with everything you've said. However, this just further raises the question of what we're dealing with. Another possibility is one of the Society's archisms, but I'm not sure of that either. Would they resort to attack drastic this forward attack? What is that? Some kind of monster? And it wasn't an ordinary one, it was ominous. Activating sensors. Do y'all hear that? Reigns, get the photo cards ready. We're getting a shot one way or another. Can't be serious, Grace. Distance 10 Seljan moving. Hey, it is escaping to the west. Let's chase after it. Was just thinking the same. Roger that. What? Are you out of your minds? If you're going, the CGF will back you up. No, I think we should stick to the plan. Keep working on the repairs. We'll go and give chase. You're right. This is for the best. I'm not entirely comfortable with it, but given the machinery will be arriving soon, we have no other choice. Stay in contact. If something happens, we'll come and assist you. Understood, ma'am. Grace. You're not about to say that you'll be coming along too, are you? Well, I can't deny that I was considering it, but I get it. The situation seems stickier than usual, so I'll hang back this time. We'll be drafting and releasing a bulletin once we make it back to Crossville City. I'll get back to gathering reports and collecting data for it. That should be safe to do. Besides, if you guys followed us and get attacked, you might never get a chance to make that report. Don't I know it? I'm not sure that what are y'all chasing, but if it's related to the derailment, this is going to be a nasty one. You better be careful and come back in one piece for me. To interview later. We will. Thanks. Alright, let's start our pursuit. First, we need to head west on the highway. Yeah. Let's go bag us a monster. What are we dealing with? Not that. Not that. There it is again. You don't gotta have Teotot level perception to tell where it's coming from the west. Feels like we're being beckoned, like where we first met Zeit. That is correct. However, unlike with Zeit, I can sense a violent intent. Whatever that monster is, it's clearly intelligent. Regardless, we need to be careful. Big monster. What was that? It sounded like something breaking. Wasn't an explosion either. Came from the south. Hurry! Damn. Look there. The gate was supposed to be made of some kind of reinforced alloy, too. There's no way it could have done it by an ordinary monster. First it derails a moving train, now this? What the hell are we dealing with? We should still pursue. It couldn't have gotten too far. If it makes it to the deepest part of the forest, we're gonna have trouble keeping up. Yeah, good point. Why is Wazy acting so strange? Because it's walled. Looks like everything here was destroyed. That can only mean one thing. Who's responsible is likely down below. I'm certain. I can see movement below us. There's also one strange presence I cannot put my finger on. Strange. Below here is the survival training area. It's the heart of the Nox Forest. It's dense woodland, almost completely untouched by man. If we're going down to chase the Carplet, we need to be prepared. You're right. I've been there once for training in the police academy. Dense doesn't even begin to cover how bad visibility is down there. This is going to be one of our most dangerous missions yet. Are you ready yet? Are you ready for that, L.E.T.O. and Wazy? Honestly, Lloyd, I think you're the bigger liability here than we are, Lloyd. You want to compare Sepith lines with me, buddy boy? It's got a point. We're about to climb down to some of the worst terrain I've been in. But I think we'll be alright if we work together. Yeah. We're a team. We'll pull through this. Okay. You made your point. Just keep in mind that we have no idea what's going to wait for us down there. Let's descend only once we're ready. Of course. Roger. Down we go! Alright, we're set. We'll begin with Randy, and I'm climbing down first. After that, LET and Wazy will climb down one at a time. Noelle, I want you to bring up the rear and watch our six. Got it. You can count on me. Hey, you want to contact the commander before we head down? Yeah, good call. If the CGF isn't too busy with the repairs, then having the backup will be a huge help. Oh, it's a dungeon. Well, I can't do this today, unfortunately. Look! Blue flowers! What the hell? Those weren't here 2 months ago. Must have been blooming recently. Tio, can you sense higher elements? Yes, Spacetime and Mirage are all present. That would explain the train's presence I felt a little while ago. Yeah, I guess so. I'll put Mira on these little training grounds, being even more dangerous than you've used to thanks to them. I'll be a safe bet. I never heard of one getting around the forest tricky enough without having to worry about this. Right. And getting lost isn't our only concern. Beware the monsters lurking here too. Got it. So, boy, we're in for a crazy part tomorrow. Unfortunately, that's all I have time for today. So, thank you everyone for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going down. These big story chunks are really good. I like all the side stuff. It's really interesting, but these story chunks are like the most interesting, obviously. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. We'll knock this out. We'll finish up the chapter probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. And we'll go from there. So y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm gonna get some lunch. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.